to the Dusty Smith Show, episode 84. How the fuck's everybody doing tonight? The hat is back, folks. Remember the hat? Fuck yeah, I wore this hat for like 10 years. Not this exact hat, but a hat that looks exactly like this hat. The original hat I wanted to keep forever and put it in a museum someday, but it was nasty as fuck after wearing it for 10 years. And I put it in storage and it got mildewy and shit. But it's back. Gonna wear the hat some now. Missed it. I missed my hat. And good to see you tonight, as always. This is the greatest show. We have an amazing show for you guys tonight. A Big My Corona section. We're going to do some COVID porn / I meet the victims at the end. Probably only about half of it. There's so much. Unbelievable, but not really unbelievable in any way whatsoever. Folks, I've been watching this new documentary. It's not new. I guess it came out in 2019. But Steve Shy has been talking about it, so I was like, I'm going to go check this shit out. It's Dark Side of the Ring. Anybody watching that shit? I watched the first season like last night, and then the first 2 episodes of the second season, which is about Chris Benoit. And I don't even watch wrestling no more, but it's an interesting series. It basically goes into my childhood, because I used to be a huge wrestling fan back in the like 90s, late 80s. And it goes through all those wrestlers and their dark past and what the fuck happened to them. And it's really good. It's almost like true crime. It's crazy shit. Really entertaining. So I recommend that if you haven't seen that yet. Called Dark Side of the Ring on Vice. So that's what I've been up to this week. What the fuck have you guys been up to? Let me read the chats here. As always, super chats are the lifeblood of the show. No questions are dodged. Every question is answered. Immortalize yourself forever and ever and ever. Amen. Super chats. And Kaylee Hardy became a Dust Buddy. Hell yeah. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club. Kaylee Hardy, you get customized emojis to spam the chat with. It's only $2.99 a month. It's a great way to support the shows. And you get the Trensroids Power Fist by your name. Who doesn't want that? So do it. Do it. And Cranky Old Man, I feel that, says, God damn it, Dusty, you made me break a rule. Never spend money when you're high, but take it. I will. Hey, if you had to spend money, might as well spend it on the greatest show. You know, goes to a good cause. So thank you, Hero Cranky. And Meldruck, $5, please get your vaccinations if you haven't already. Don't win yourself a Herman Cain Award. Don't get on Dusty's list. I'm like evil Santa. I got a list. I'm checking it twice. Gonna find out who's vaxxed or dead. So, don't want to be on that one. Kaylee Hardy, keep talking and taking my money. I will. Gonna talk all night. Got a good show. Thank you for supporting it. JDZ4 was curious. I want to contact other streamers to see if they'll have you on. But I wanted to ask if you were interested first. I mean, yeah, if it's people, I hate to say this, it's gonna sound bad, but if it's people like that have a pretty good sized audience, like obviously the small streamers will have me on because I'm more popular than they are, and it helps them more than it helps me. But if the big streamers want to have me on, I will come on. But yeah, good luck with all that. People constantly say, hey, like so and so, I just messaged and they said they're gonna have you on, and crickets, never hear from them. I even talked to some of these people in private, and they're like, yeah, we love you, we're gonna have you on. They ain't gonna have me on. They never have me on. So that's fine. Like, we're doing actually really good here, folks. As I said on my Twitter and my Facebook, this month is the greatest month in the history of my channel. I know it seems impossible because people are like, even better than your heyday, Dusty? Well, I mean, technically, the most important metric is watched hours and not views. People are like, oh, your view count is down. Your view count, you used to get like hundreds of thousands per video. I got 100,000 on some videos. Most of the videos like 50 to 60,000. But that's not the most important metric. The most important metric is the watched hours. How much people are actually watching your show. And this is the highest month I have ever had on my channel by the most important metric. So people are like, even better than your heyday? This is my heyday right now. So we're actually kind of killing it, folks. Even though the best way to get out there is to have other streamers, other influencers retweet you, shout you out, have you on their shows. I don't have any of that. All I do is focus on putting out the greatest show on the internet, and fuck all y'all. I don't need, I'm not down to y'all. Fucking all the other streamers, I don't need them. We can do this. Don't need anybody to help me out too much, but it'd be nice if they did. Hey bro, good to see you. Take it easy. Hey, good to see you, Big Station. Hope you're doing well tonight. Danny Nerdnick, grab your nugs. And fuzzy hugs, the Dusty Smith Show, and now your host, the greatest host in the universe, Dusty Smith. Wish I could argue with you, but I can't. Justin Joseph, should I take a vaccine advice from a doctor, a mediocre comedian who hasn't been relevant since 1997? I go with comedian because he's been on Tucker Carlson, so you gotta know what the fuck he's talking about. Gonna cover Jim Breuer, who looks like death. People are like, Dusty, don't make fun of Jim Brewer's looks. His wife had cancer, or he had to take care of his old parents. He's had a hard time of it. I'm just saying, like, if you look like you're about to die any second, if you look like the Crypt Keeper, maybe don't go out and give bullshit health advice to the public. Psh, if you do, just saying your looks are relevant, and I'm gonna dish you on it. This is money that's used to buy things. Hell yeah, we're going to buy stuff with your money, mostly for the kiddies. So thank you, Peter Minetti. Hello, Dusty. Hello, Peter. The pub night. Dusty, did you know there's actual wrestling fans who want Chris Benoit the Hall of Fame, but not John Cena? Yet they wonder why people mock them. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Apparently, Chris Benoit had that same disease with your brain that football players have for getting hit in the head too much. He was also on mega steroids. But yeah, that was I already knew most of the story about Chris Benoit, but it was good to see that documentary about him. Really interesting show, though. Scoop Magooter. My mom keeps sending me anti-vax nonsense. Keep having her to school her, send her my Meet the Victims videos. I've had a lot of people messaging me telling me they got vaccinated themselves after watching my videos, and that they've sent them to other people who've also got vaccinated. So they're working. Hopefully we can save some lives. So hit the like button, folks. I would appreciate it. Doesn't cost you anything. And more super chats if you're able to as the show goes on. Let's go ahead and kick this thing in the goddamn ass. Gonna start out with a little My Corona, I believe. So if you know the song, feel free to sing along because it's really complicated. Chit, 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 My Corona. And a big My Corona section. The fucking meet the victims at the end. Not gonna get to all this, but look at this. It starts here. And it goes to here. That's the ones I haven't gotten through yet. And like every time I go through this list, they add 10 more. So gonna be content for a long time for me. But that's not even the My Corona segment. The My Corona segment is here to all the way down here to the CHUD Watch. Like half the show. God damn it, the death cult. Gotta cover this shit though. So we're gonna start off talking about Nicki Minaj. You guys like Nicki Minaj? I've never been a fan of Nicki Minaj. I can't even name like a song that she sings. I'm sure if I heard her most popular song, I would know it. But, like, I don't give a shit about rap too much. Some of it I like, but mostly I don't care for Nicki Minaj. But she came out. Let me refresh you guys' memory. I talked about this in the last show and said some stupid-ass shit. First off, she said, they want you to get vaccinated for the Met. Side rant, shut the fuck up about the Met already. God damn it, a week watching these rich ass people dress ridiculously for this Hunger Games event. I don't give a fuck. Who gives a shit? Oh, AOC wore a dress. I don't give a fuck about AOC's dress. Okay, the only one I liked was what is his name? The one that's a trans male who was on, I can't remember. Paige. What's Paige's trans name? Nicholas? I don't remember what Paige is called. Anyway, he looked really happy at the Met. That's all I know, but none of the rest of them I give a fuck about. But anyway, so then she goes on to say, if I get vaccinated, it won't be for the Met. It'll be once I feel I've done enough research. I'm working on that now. In the meantime, my loves, be safe. Wear a mask and 2 strings that grip your head face. Not the loose ones, which, okay, this message was bad enough, but I would let it slide because, at least she's telling me to wear the mask. She's saying she's going to do her research. She should have done it by now. Elliot Page, that's right, Elliot. I didn't want to dead name him, but takes a while to get used to name changes and shit. But anyway, but the second part of the tweet is really what the problem is. It's her lying about her cousin. Now, clearly her cousin got some kind of venereal disease that made him impotent. It's like Mary from the Bible who got pregnant, clearly cheated on Joseph, and then they stone you if you get pregnant out of wedlock in the Bible. So she was like, oh, it was God impregnated me. So this guy clearly got a venereal disease. Didn't want to tell his girlfriend, his fiance. So he's like, oh, it was COVID. The COVID vaccine gave me impotence. No, it doesn't. So, and this story's probably not even true. Who knows if her cousin actually told her this, but regardless, you should not use your platform to spread bullshit information during a pandemic, especially when COVID is hitting the black community and the Latino community harder than any other community. So, trash. Horrible trash. So anyway, she said, my cousin in Trinidad, which is where she's from apparently, won't get the vaccine because his friend got it and became impotent. False. His testicles became swollen. His friend was weeks away from getting married. Now the girl caught off the wedding. So just pray on it. And make sure you're comfortable with your decision and not bully. No, fuck you. Let's bully them all. Let's bully Nicki Minaj. So here's the crazy part about this. Hassani B, you know guys know who Hassani B is? Hassan Piker. Now I don't talk about Hassan Piker much because he's not really in my wheel of drama to cover. He mostly does a pretty good job. Some of it, like I did insult him one time before, mainly just trash talking, but I think I called him the Tommy Lauren of the left, which is a joke, just a joke. Love you, Hassan. And I do kind of, I've spoken out against the whole $3 million house thing. Not going to get into that. That's fine. But here's the crazy part. Hassan is kind of having a moment right now. I don't know if you guys have noticed this or not, but dude is like becoming straight up fucking famous. He ratioed Nicki Minaj on her own tweet. Got 88,000 likes for his tweet saying, the world awaits your wonderful contribution to the scientific community, when she only got 76,000 for her tweet. And she has 22.7 million followers. And he only has less than 1,906,000. That's insane how popular Hassani is right now. Like full-fledged on rock star at this point, which is why he's just bought a $3 million house. He's making the fucking bucks. But so let's put a pin in the Hassani B thing for just a second. We're going to come back to it. But just interesting. Like he's getting more likes on his tweets now than like way more than Bernie Sanders. But like AOC, he's out tweeting AOC. He's coming on all these celebrities' Twitter accounts and posting and ratioing them all. So he got an incredibly loyal following, Mr. Hassani B. We're going to get back to it. Okay. So here's an artist rendering of Nicki Minaj's cousin. Yeah, there it is. Walking around having to wheelbarrow his balls after the vaccine. Hardy har har. Just so stupid. Obvious bullshit. And so then reporters were trying to hunt down her cousin to verify if what the fuck she's saying is true or not. So they were like contacting her relatives to try to find out who her cousin was. They were being reporters. That's what reporters do. You know, when you're famous and you put bullshit out there, people are going to investigate it. So she got on her Instagram and put out the phone numbers, doxed the reporters to sick her fans who call themselves Barbs. Cringe. Nicki Minaj sicked her fans, the Barbs, on Reporters Friday and threatened them herself. The rapper posted the phone numbers of two reporters to her Instagram story. And she said, Charlene Rampersad, bitch, your days are fucking numbered, you dirty hoe. Minaj posted screenshots of Rampersad reaching out to someone in the Minaj family on behalf of The Guardian. Yeah. Let's attack journalism. Cool, cool, cool. Nicki Minaj. And then, of course, every chud and their dog came out to support Nicki Minaj. They always hate celebrity. Shut the fuck up, celebrity. No one cares what you think. Unless you spread COVID misinformation or some kind of chud ass shit. And they suddenly love you. Hypocrisy knows no bounds. So, of course, Matt Gaetz coming out in support of Nicki Minaj. And he's thrilled that Nicki Minaj is doxing, posting the phone numbers of reporters. So he reports on the story and says, Trump Minaj 2024. Yeah, great. Please do it. Please do that, Nicki. Please run with Donald Trump in 2024. That would be amazing. That content just writes it fucking self. So, and then Tucker Carlson, all over it, of course. Now he suddenly loves Nicki Minaj. You know he don't know any of her fucking songs, just like I don't. But got to give her a shout out on his show and pretend like she's some kind of victim of cancel culture or some bullshit.
We haven't been able to figure out whether this show is broadcast in Trinidad, but if Nicki Minaj's cousin's friend is watching, or his former fiance is watching, we want to hear your story.
This is some amazing reporting. Hey, if the cousin's brother, sister, uncle of Nicki Minaj is watching, give us a call.
Come to Port of Spain to see you. Let us know.
You let us know. Yeah, it's bullshit. They're never going to let you know because it didn't happen. They're like, I can't believe Nicki Minaj just outed me for getting a venereal disease. Fuck my life, says the friend of Nicki Minaj's cousin. And so then Nicki Minaj retweets Tucker Carlson. White supremacist ass Tucker Carlson. Yes, he's a white supremacist. Sorry. Not sorry. He is a white. We're going to go over it in a minute. But of course, Nicki Minaj don't give a fuck. See, this is what it's like to be a celebrity. When you're so egotistical and you have people kissing your ass all the fucking time, your ego will never allow you to admit you're wrong. So you will cling to anybody who seems to have your back, even white supremacist, chud ass conservatives on Fox News. Because she don't really give a fuck. She doesn't give a fuck if COVID is hurting the black community the most. She doesn't give a fuck if she uses her platform to spread misinformation that's going to get people killed. And it is going to get people killed. You can say, well, Dusty, you shouldn't listen to celebrities for your information about vaccines and medical advice. Yeah, of course you shouldn't. But people will. There are people out there that are on the fence who are maybe thinking about getting the vaccine, maybe not, who will read that Nicki Minaj says her cousin's friend was impotent after the vaccine, and they'll be like, well, I'm going to hold off now until they figure this shit out. And some of those people will die. Some of those people will get COVID, and we will transfer to other people who will die. Unfortunately, this is the stupid ass goddamn world we live in where shit like this is going to get people killed. But she don't give a fuck. She don't give a fuck that she's using her platform of 22 million people to retweet Tucker Carlson, white supremacist, who was horrible for the black community. Why would she give a shit? She's rich as fuck. She got all hers. And the fact is, a ton of her fans, a lot of them black, will still follow her. We're going to show you that in a minute. I got harassed myself. We're going to get into it in a minute. From her fans who don't give a fuck what she does. They're so brain dead. They like her music. So who cares? Who cares who she kills? Who cares what harm she spreads? Did you hear her new tune about her pussy? It's amazing. Barb's life. Just so stupid. So yeah, she retweeted Tucker Carlson.
Oh, he's fine. It's Nicki Minaj's cousin's friend's testicles who are swollen from taking the vax. That's the claim.
This is beyond parody.
But
folks.
it's not anything to do with the...
How is this real life? How is this the goddamn timeline we're living in?
Physical effect of the vaccine that makes our political class mad. It's the last part of Nicki Minaj's tweet that enrages them. The part where she says you should pray on it.
No, well, yeah, that is stupid. Saying you should pray on it is stupid. You shouldn't pray on it. You should research the information, which you should have already done. There's plenty of it out there. Like hundreds of millions of us are taking the vaccine. We're fine. We know it's effective. We know it works. Don't fucking pray on it. Praying does nothing. So that part was stupid. But no, the part we had the problem with was the posting false information about people getting impotence from the vaccine, which is total fucking bullshit. So, of course, Tucker Carlson lying his ass off, doing what he do.
Make the decision yourself like a free human being and, quote, don't be bullied. So our media and public health officials didn't like this because they make their livings bullying people. So they couldn't let it stand.
Yeah, that's why we had a problem with it, Tucker. It's lying asshole. So, of course, she's retweeting Tucker Carlson's lies because Nicki Minaj is fucking trash. And apparently the White House has invited her to come out and talk to them. They're going to, I guess, educate her on her stupid bullshit so she doesn't use her giant platform to murder people, which is what she's going to fucking do and what she's doing. We'll see if she goes. So, then, more chuds falling all over themselves to worship her, even though they are continuously on the record hating celebrities when celebrities say something they don't like. Here's one of the most unlikable people on the fucking planet. Christian Walker, who is Herschel Walker's son. I'm coming out. After Nicki's iconic few days on Twitter, I'm coming out officially as a Barb Nicki Minaj fan. Yeah, congratulations, Nicki Minaj. You got Matt Gaetz got your back. Christian Walker got your back. Tucker Carlson's got your back. That's a great crew to have you, isn't it? No shame whatsoever. And, oh yeah, Candace Owens got your back too. Yeah. You're getting all the fucking chud-ass motherfuckers. Dear celebrities, nobody cares what you think. I really care about what Nicki Minaj thinks. Yep, it's always the way. They suddenly really like you when you're killing people, celebrities. So you might want to re-fucking think it. Might want to rethink the direction your life is going because it's bad. And so then she came out and played the victim, of course. That's what they always fucking do. Yeah, she have 22 million viewers, or 22 million subscribers on Twitter. Yeah, you're worth $100 million or more. She's even become more popular after this. This is how shitty this world is. She's trending harder on like Spotify now than she ever has before, because the world continuously rewards bad behavior. She's now a darling amongst the fucking chuds, but yeah, she put this video out playing the fucking victim. Because, of course.
You can't speak.
You can. You literally did speak. You spoke. And people spoke also. You can say whatever the fuck you want to, and people can criticize you for the stupid shit you spread. That's how the system works. It's working as intended. Welcome to the consequences of your actions, Nicki Minaj. But yeah, play the victim about, oh, you can't speak.
For the fear of the mob attacking you.
Yeah, well, you should be afraid if you spread misinformation that's going to get people killed. That's just consequence culture.
If that doesn't give you chills up and down your fucking spine.
You know what gives me chills up and down my fucking spine? A goddamn idiot like yourself spreading misinformation that's going to get people killed. For no fucking reason other than you're just a dumbass. That's what scared me and Nicki Minaj.
This is scary.
You are scary. Victim ass playing bitch.
You should be able to ask questions.
You weren't asking questions. Oh, can't you ask questions? It's just an opinion. You literally put out false information about the vaccine during a pandemic, saying it makes people impotent. That's not asking fucking questions. Just straw man lying bitch, yo.
Anything you're putting inside your body. You can't.
Yeah, for some reason, I don't think Nicki Minaj is very discriminate about what she puts inside her body. You know, just saying. Not slut shaming, just saying. You put whoever you want to inside your body. Just say it. It doesn't seem like you're that discriminate about it. But more power to you, I guess. So now back to Hassani B. So as I said, her response to Hassani B telling her that Tucker Carlson is a white nationalist, which he is. Let's see how many. He got 61,000 retweets. She got 142,000 for retweeting Tucker Carlson, of course. But he posted, he's a white nationalist, right? So her response is, right? I can't speak to, agree with, even look at someone from a particular political party, not a white supremacist. Yeah, you can look at them. You can speak to them. You can even retweet them. But you should expect to get tons of fucking shit for doing that. That's how the system fucking works. When you use your platform to signal boost for white supremacists who are harming our country, yeah, you're going to take shit for it, you dumbass. Quit playing the victim. Then she goes on to say, she goes on a straw man. This is such a ridiculous, stupid straw man. People aren't human anymore. If you're black and a Democrat tells you to shove marbles up your ass, you simply have to. What a fucking straw man. Nobody's telling you to do something stupid like shove marbles up your ass. They're telling you to get a vaccine that's saving lives during a fucking pandemic that's hurting the black community the most. That's literally the opposite in every fucking way of the ridiculous scenario you put forth of shoving marbles up your ass. But of course, you got a straw man. You can't tell the truth about what's happening, so you can play the fucking victim and pretend like you're not in the wrong here. If another party tells you to look out for that bus, stand there and get hit. Just so stupid. Just trash. She's a fucking trash goddamn human. Fuck Nicki Minaj. Ridiculous. And it was all over the Reddits. Nicki Minaj is beefing with left Twitter streamer Hassan Piker after she posted anti-vax misinformation. And they're posting this on all the CHUD Reddits. Nicki Minaj destroyed Orange Lib Left with her grill. No, she didn't. All she did was strawman him and put out incredible bullshit information like this person said. This is, I think, the dumbest shit I've ever seen posted on the sub. Blatant strawmanning by Nicki, yeah. Defending Tucker fucking Carlson, yeah. And if you want to say, oh, Tucker Carlson is not a white nationalist, he's not a white supremacist, regardless of whether he is or not, he spreads white supremacy talking points. He literally, for a long time, like just last year, they fired the white nationalist who was writing for a show, was his main writer. I've covered that repeatedly. Here's a list. There's a short list. No, that's not it. Of white supremacist Tucker Carlson shit. Iraq is a place filled with a bunch of, semi-literate primitive monkeys, he said. White men, my voice cracked, my balls are dropped. White men have contributed some, like creating civilization and stuff. Immigration makes our country poorer and dirtier and more divided. Just it goes on and on and on and on. Not to mention he's been spreading the great replacement theory, the white genocide theory, which is white supremacy 101. So yes, regardless if he actually believes anything he says or not, it doesn't matter. He's spreading white supremacy on his platform, Nicki Minaj. So then, unsurprisingly, the Barbs, the Nicki Minaj fans, started attacking Hassan Piker repeatedly. And they came and attacked me too. I'm going to play you the short video of Hassan pointing out the shit that people are saying to him.
Shut the fuck up. You really think you can go through the Barbs as if we won't eat your entire career up? Don't get too brave now. The only reason you have any sort of audience is because you used to be hot. Now you're a fat, ugly guy who's aging at the speed of white.
That's pretty funny.
The clock's ticking and you're damn near 40. You literally are in the middle of your lifespan and you're as self-conscious and ill-tempered as a teenage boy.
He's 30 and Nicki Minaj is 38. So that's kind of ridiculous to say to him. But he took it in stride, of course. He don't give a fuck. Like, Hassan is doing mega numbers, so he pretty much killing it. Not worried about the hate. But like I said, these crazy people even came to me. I put out a short clip from my last show about Nicki Minaj spreading COVID misinformation, and her fans came to me. One of them said they were calling animal control on me to fuck with me because I spoke out against Nicki Minaj. That's the kind of crazy shit. Now, why would they call animal control? I guess just to get me in trouble. Or to try to get me in trouble. I mean, luckily, nobody knows the fuck I live. So you can't, what are you going to do? Call the police. Hey, this guy on the internet, who I don't know where he lives. Shh, I think you might be abusing animals or something. Better go figure it out, cops. Like, cops ain't going to do shit. But obviously, I'm not. You guys have seen my animals. They're all incredibly fucking healthy and spoiled. Just people. The bottom of the goddamn barrel trying to shut me up. Because they're so invested in their hero, Nicki Minaj. It's basically like a cult-like mentality. Crazy as shit. So anyway, the doctors literally had to come out and debunk Nicki Minaj to try to undo the harm she's doing. Here's what Dr. Sanjay Gupta had to say about it.
People are going to read about that vaccine causing orchitis or swollen testicles. That's not a thing. That's not something to worry about.
It's not a thing, dummies. Don't listen to Nicki Minaj ever. I know people will, though. That's the unfortunate part. And even Trevor Noah had to come out and try to educate Nicki Minaj. Hopefully he will not copyright me for this like he did before. Shit, though. She doesn't actually care about any of that. She's just showing her ass, showing her ignorance. That's what she does. And speaking of dipshit celebrities, this guy's not as famous as Nicki Minaj. He's kind of a washed-up has-been, says Dusty Smith. Irony alert. But Jim Breuer, going full-ass chud, decides to go on Tucker Carlson because that's where all the washed-up comedians go. Like, the sad thing is, this has incredibly helped his career. Now he's a chud hero, and he's going to be selling out venues even more than he was before because this is what they fucking support. But I don't know if he was drunk. Somebody needs to come get their drunk uncle. Never thought this guy was funny, and I especially don't now. What a dipshit.
Well, honestly, I got a lot of feedback from a couple venues that I was playing, and my fans were really upset. They said, you know, I'm not comfortable with getting a COVID shot, and
Your fans sound like dumbasses. I have tried so hard to purge idiots like that from my platform. You should try harder, Jim.
Now they're saying I can't come see you perform unless I do that. And I looked into it, and that's the last thing you should be doing is going, hey, you want to come see the, like feeding the seal, the fish. Hey, you wanna come see a concert? You wanna here catch the fit? Why would you do that? Why would you?
Because you have people shoulder to shoulder in small venues during a pandemic, and you want to keep the public safe. When over 700,000 Americans have died, I don't know. Doesn't seem that complicated, Jim.
I don't want any of my fans forced to come laugh, and they got to get a shot in
Well, if they come to your show, they're going to have to be forced to laugh, because that's the only way anybody's going to laugh at your show, Jim.
And honestly, Tucker, I got to be honest with you. What really started my video was there's a new narrative, and the new narrative is the unvaccinated are the beast. Kill the beast.
You're not kill you, but you are plague rats. Yes, you should be ostracized from society unless you're a good citizen. If you're spreading disease, fuck you. Stay your ass at home. We're tired of staying at home. We've done what we're supposed to do to be good citizens. We've done what we're supposed to do to reopen. It's you motherfuckers who are holding us back. So yeah, you motherfuckers stay the goddamn hell at home away from the fucking rest of us until you're willing to be adults and do the minimum you can do to help our country.
This program goes on forever. Kill the beast! The beast is the unvaccinated! Kill them! And
this guy's a comedian? Holy shit.
when our leader put that out there and pointed the finger, like we're the demons, I'm not vaccinated, I had COVID. You're not gonna tell me.
Yeah, you're looking real good too there, Jim. Doesn't seem like it had any negative effects on you. You look at the Crypt Keeper. You look like you're dying, dude. Maybe you shouldn't be out there giving health advice. Just saying. Good God, man. Your eyes are sunken in. These bags on your eyes. COVID kicked your ass, dude. You might have should have had the vaccine.
My body. I know my body. I know my morals. I know my faith.
Oh, God.
You don't come telling me.
It's my faith. It's God. That's why I gotta not be vaccinated. Just, God damn it.
Me and threaten me and everyone else as if we're the demons. I have 2 close friends right now, fully vaccinated, and they got COVID.
Yeah, probably from you. They should have stayed away from your plague rat ass.
Yeah.
And they're both sick. So this is not about safety.
Yes, it is.
Because if it was, you'd, just like you said and I said in my video, eat more fruit. Take care of your body.
Oh, God.
Go to the gym.
Yeah, that works, doesn't it, folks? Gonna do a whole list. Look at the end, folks. These are people that listen to people like Jim Breuer. They made the list. I'm checking it, Max. Gonna find out who's dead and vaxxed. Santa COVID's coming to town. Don't want to make that fucking list. And then, even went further, said this bullshit.
Out there and
all right, go back.
And when our leader put that out there and pointed the finger, like we're the demons.
Showed that. You are the demons. But yeah, like I said, not looking great, Jim. Looking bad. Looking real bad, yo. And I know he's like 55, but still, Tom Cruise 55. Tom Cruise drinking the baby's blood looks excellent. I'm sure Tom Cruise is vaxxed. You look like you're on your deathbed. So, I don't know. Unfortunately, like I said, this would only help his career, as depressing as this trash-ass country is. And life comes at you fast. How it started. Here's Laura Loomer, or Laura Looney, as I like to say. You guys know who Laura Loomer is? She's the right-wing CHUD-ass congressional candidate who lost, who got kicked off Twitter. You know who Laura Loomer is. Anyway, she said, I hope I get COVID, just so I can prove to people I've had bouts of food poisoning that are more serious and life-threatening than a hyped-up virus. Have you ever eaten bad fajitas? That will kill you faster than COVID. And then now she like, well, let's see, her Telegram channel. Today, I immediately started a treatment of astromycin and hydroxychloroquine. I'm also taking the Orthoimmune dietary supplement. I wanted to get ivermectin, but I couldn't get it. Doctors are really weird. I wish I had ivermectin, but a lot of doctors are really weird about prescribing it. Yeah, I wonder why. This is insane where we live in. And now Joe Biden is trying to cut the supply of Regeneron. He's not. Just pray for me. I can't even begin to explain how brutal the body aches and nausea that come with COVID are. I'm in so much pain. This is honestly the worst part about it. It's like bad fajitas, isn't it? You've had worse cases of food poisoning, right? What are you complaining about? It's nothing. You wish that you would get it. As you wish. Yeah, the Wishmaster granted you your wish. Good luck to you, Laura Loomer. Goddamn dumbass. And folks, they're going to kill us all. They got this, I guess, religious exemptions, which should not even be a fucking thing. So obviously all the con men are out there saying, hey, don't worry about it. Just pay me. I'm a preacher. I'll sign your religious exemption so you don't have to follow the rules and you can be a plague rat and get the rest of the world sick. Cool.
How do we make these exemption forms actually have some weight? I'll sign as many as we need. You don't have to become an in-person member at Sheridan. I mean, you don't have to attend services in person at Sheridan. We need you to become an online member, and that's super simple.
Yeah, just send a donation online, and I will sign a fake note, just like it's from your doctors, have it from your priest, saying you don't need the vaccine.
So in order to become a member at Sheridan, it's very simple. In our bylaws, there's 2 steps to become a member at Sheridan.
Money.
This is in person. 1, you have to attend on a regular basis. And 2, you have to financially support the ministry. That's how we determine membership at Sheridan.
Yeah, oh, shocker. You have to pay us. Oh, well. Didn't see that one coming.
So simple. You attend and you give. That's in person. Well, online membership is a little bit different because
All
you
you have to do is give, right?
attend in person. You're watching online, right? So how could you become an online member of
I
Sheridan
wonder,
today so I could sign your exemption form and
How
carry
can
some
you?
weight? Like I said, the first step is to have your pastor sign the exemption form. If your pastor refuses to sign that exemption form for you, I'm more than willing to do it. Here's how you'll become an online member of Sheridan today. You'll go to sheridan.church. You go to the Facebook page. We need you to like the page. See, we're going to have proof that you're a member of the church, online member. You're going to like the page, and then you're going to make a one-time donation to it. You have to have it donated. That's our membership and our bylaws. In order for you to be a member, you have.
So he's selling basically COVID exemptions, religious exemptions for sale online. Because they're going to kill us all. They don't give a fuck. So this ought not be a thing. No one should pay attention to any religious exemptions. Biden should come out and say, no, that doesn't exist. Fuck you. Nobody has a religious exemption from the fucking vaccine. You fucking morons. To hell with all this bullshit. Otherwise, they're just not going to do anything and they're going to kill us all. And of course, idiots like Lauren Southern. Now, she knows what she's saying is not true, but she doesn't give a shit. She's a con. She says, imagine how fast we could get rid of the opioid crisis by just making people have to take a drug, or to have a drug passport, a drug test passport. I have an uncle who is a first responder that says half their emergency service time goes to people overdosing. First of all, the vast majority of the reason drugs are dangerous is because they're illegal. It's because people don't know what the fuck they're getting because they have to buy it from shady fucking people who are putting things in their drugs in amounts they don't know about. So that's the big problem. Secondly, nobody is dying from somebody else's drug addiction. Okay, it is not infectious. So it's 100% different. But you know that. You know that. You're just fucking idiots. And these whiny piss babies. But at least they're coming around, some of them. Satoshi Smith says, I got my vaccine against my absolute morality. I couldn't afford to lose my job. Good. Pray for me and my family. This was very hard. This was degrading to the core. An absolute abomination of my freedom, which I will never forget. And then he's like, we're fine. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Yeah, it's nothing. It's fucking nothing. I didn't even feel it. Next day, total fucking fine. Just shut the fuck up and get the jab already, plague rats. And folks, we did it. Mississippi, we're number one. We're number one. Hell yeah. What are we number one at? Mississippi is now number one in the nation for COVID-19 deaths per cap. Oh, okay. Well, that's bad. Fuck. We got this inbred slack-jawed yokel here. Tant Reeves. Our citizens don't want the fucking vaccine because they believe in God. If you believe in God, you ain't gotta worry about dying. This foghorn, leghorn motherfucker running our goddamn state. So depressing, man. Why can't we be number one in anything good? What's that? We are already number one in something else? What is it? Oh, obesity? Oh, great. 41% of the public is obese in Mississippi? Holy shit, man. Is Mississippi number one for anything good? What's that? Downloading interracial porn? Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it, Mississippi. Fine, I'll take it. Oh, it's so depressing. Wish I could be governor, but I never will be. And David Silverman, doing his best to be the worst person in the world. This is his entire grift now. This is how he makes his money. I'll just be the biggest piece of trash I can possibly be, and that's what conservatives support. So now he's blaming doctors and hospitals for the fact that they're all full of COVID-19, mostly anti-vax morons. David Silverman says, hospitals had a year to prepare. If they are full, the blame lay with them, not with the people who get sick in a pandemic, vaxxed or not. Yeah, why didn't the hospitals have a time-traveling device to go in the future and know there was going to be a pandemic in a year, and so then go back in time and make sure they had a glut of doctors and med school and nurses preparing? Why didn't they have a whole bunch of doctors on the sideline, just doing waiter jobs and shit, just waiting for their moment for when the pandemic was going to hit? It's their fault for not doing something nobody could possibly ever do. He goes on to say, don't blame unvaxxed for crowded hospitals. They are allowed to be unvaxxed because freedom. Blame the people paid to see this coming. How about we blame the plague rats who won't take a free goddamn shot that will nip this shit all in the fucking bud right now? Let's blame the people. Who to fucking blame? David Silverman? Of course, David Silverman, once again, he doesn't believe anything he fucking says. How far can you fucking fall? I thought he was already at the bottom, but he scraped the bottom out of the barrel, and now he's on the ground digging his hoe to China. Just god damn it. What a hard human being. So ashamed I ever liked him. And let's take a look back at, 1986, when they were implementing seatbelt laws. And some of these arguments that people made against seatbelt laws sound awfully familiar.
It is a new seatbelt ordinance. If the town council gets its way, seatbelts will be mandatory for everybody riding in the front seat of a car through Richland.
I'll have to detour the town to get to Kalamazoo. They pass the seatbelt ordinance, I don't use a seatbelt.
I wouldn't wear my seatbelt. I get caught, I guess.
Florida Highway Patrol Lieutenant Chris Miller hears it all when it comes to seatbelts.
I hear it's uncomfortable. It wrinkles my clothes. It's not cool.
There's no freedom no more. You don't want to wear it? That's your choice.
Yeah. Very familiar. It's exactly what these COVID-its would be saying now. If they were just implementing the seatbelt laws, they don't give a fuck about any of us. And the good news is, folks, that we have geniuses like Bill Gates who foresaw the future and put microchips inside the horse dewormer on the shelves. So they're tiny. He can fit a bunch of those little vaccines inside the horse dewormer. So I'm just saying, you guys taking the horse paste. Shh. You being tracked and traced now. You go, Bill Gates. And that's my Corona section. Hope you guys enjoyed it. All right, let's check the super chats. Gonna continue on to the CHUD watch. Joseph Klonowski, sorry. Baby Dust Buddy, welcome, Joseph, to the Dust Buddies. You're amazing. Castrix Defiance. Dusty, did you see the Fandom Menace stream with Alex Jones? I may still have been a fan of him. If it wasn't for your anti-SCW videos, thank you for your work. No, I did not see that. Send me a link on the Twitch or the Twitters. It's basically just Nicki tweets to distract from her husband's trial. Yep, I heard that. I heard he's in trouble for what, sexual abuse and shit. But it seems like you would shut the fuck up and try to dip under the radar to stay out of the headlines to me. Lizzie Husky, I have been watching you for years. Here's my money. Hell yeah, I deserve it. Lots of free content. You guys should support me. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, fuckos. Least you can do. K Condor, Nicki Minaj did this to distract from her husband, failing to register as a sex offender. Yep. Agreed. Transparent. Steve U. Dusty, tell her you're a Democrat and to shove marbles up her ass. Then ask her if she has done it. You got to shove marbles up your ass. The Democrat said it. Isn't that reality? Not a straw man at all. Peter. Hey, Dusty, what do you think is going to happen tomorrow at the Trump rally in D.C.? Feel free to go into detail. Nothing. A bunch of idiots going to be out there ranting and raving, and trolls going to be out there trolling them, and I'm going to cover it all, and we're going to have a good laugh at their stupidity. Lane Diggity. What's up, Dusty? What's up, Lane? Nicki Minaj and her husband are under investigation for him not registered as a sex offender. This is all a distraction. Yep. Great minds think alike. Beast Nation, Dusty, it sounds like you were subjected to R. Kelly fan effect by Nicki Minaj. I've been following the R. Kelly trial. If you guys have been following that shit, dude, straight up pedophile. Everybody knew it. Everybody covered for him because he's famous and they liked his singing. Didn't give a fuck. Literally just give their daughters to him to be molested. That's how crazy these motherfuckers are. Screw it over and over, but the new song slaps, right? Damn shame. Yeah, people are just nuts. Should have their kids taken away from them. Mackins92, don't listen to the celebrities except the ones we agree with. It's always the way. Of course, I'm the same way, but hypocrite Dusty. E, what's up, E? My favorite person in the world is E. Made it for the greatest show. Hell yeah, you did, E. Thank you for your service. And Dead Part E became a new Dust Buddy. Don't you become a new Dust Buddy every week? How do you keep losing your Dust Buddy status? I'm not complaining, just saying, E. B-Station, Nicki is trying to stay relevant after Cardi took her title. Yeah, well, she's done it. More popular with the chuds now than ever. I guess that's something. Cupid Lover Dusty, I might be able to give you much right now. Have to pay credit card. Maybe I'll give more during the show. Not sure. Well, do whatever you can. Cupid, it's definitely appreciated. JDC4, Nicki Minaj has a big fat booty, so I will listen to her over my flat booty doctor. Will not get the vax until she's ready. JK, I'm already vaxxed. Yeah, I don't even find Nicki Minaj attractive, but that's just me. Kidkey, watching the kitten party at the end. Hell yeah, gonna do a kitty party at the end. It is an excellent idea, in my opinion. It was what lacked to your show. More animal airtime, and now you do it each show. Yep. The greatest show on earth just became even more great. It's going to become even more great in 2 weeks. You know what's going to happen? Penguin's coming back. Remember Penguin? Hell yeah, Penguin coming back in 2 weeks. Scoot Magooter. All right, I read that. Anything else pop up? AB, what's your dicking to China about Silverman a hidden jab? I know he has had Chinese propaganda supporting Uyghur genocide on the show. It wasn't a jab, but if anybody needed a jab, it would be David Silverman. And all right, more super chats, please, if you're able to. Gonna go into the Chud Watch. Wrote a song about it. Like to hit go. Chud Watch. Talking about Chud Watch. We talk about chuds and make fun of them. Bill Murray, ladies and gentlemen. I stole that from Bill Murray. Hell yes, I did. And a lot of people are making fun of Marjorie Taylor Greene for saying that she has been the most effective member of Congress this session. But what she's saying is actually sort of true in a way.
Thing. I have been the most effective member of Congress this session. Thing.
So that sounds crazy, folks. But what she's talking about the most Republican member of Congress. And she actually has been the most effective Republican member of Congress. Because to be a effective Republican member of Congress, all you have to do is get attention on the internet by being a troll, by showing your ass, by spreading conspiracy theories. That's what puts asses in seats of the Republican parties these days. That's what they support. That's what they rally behind. So yes, she is the #1 member of Congress on the Republican side. Not a good thing, Republicans, for you, but still, it's true. This is what you've thrown your lot in with. And another one for the Beyond Parody. All right. Let me just play what he said.
But when it comes to illegal immigration, you just can't trust the Biden administration. It would be like trusting Harvey Weinstein with your daughter.
Be like trusting Harvey Weinstein with your daughter. The worst thing ever. You would have to be the dumbest motherfucker on earth to trust Harvey Weinstein with your daughter. This is the most ridiculous analogy I can think of to point out how bad the situation is. And yeah, of course, there's Donald Trump's daughter with Harvey Weinstein, who he trusted immensely with his daughter. So yeah, the guy you worship, your little cult leader, did the thing you just used as an analogy for the worst thing you could possibly do. Beyond parody, you stupid fucks, but who cares? Yeah, Jeffrey Epstein had 12 different contact information pieces in his little black book for Donald Trump. Who cares, right? Doesn't count if it's your guy. And they had a recall in California this past week. They were trying to get rid of Gavin Newsom. Didn't go well, but outside the election, where they were deciding if they were going to throw him out of office or not, the CHUDs formed to argue with informed Democrats. And here is their conversations. Do your research. Do your research. That's what they always say. Yeah, we did. That's why we got vaccinated. Unlike you, whose research revolves around Facebook groups and stupid posts and memes online that are all fucking bullshit.
Not in California. Young mind who's been indoctrinated by the public school system, and it's wrong. Do your research.
Do your research.
You know what's going to go up? It's going to go to the
All right, it's hard to hear what they're saying at first, but it's going to zoom in on these two people in a second, and it becomes more clear what they're talking about.
How many deaths? Do you know how many deaths there have been? Tell me, because I know.
Doesn't know.
There's over hundreds of thousands of deaths.
False. And this video is lagging, but it's not me, and it's not you guys. It's whoever filmed this video.
In less than 1 year. In less than
False.
1 year, sweetheart.
But she's an Air Force mom, folks, so we can trust her.
You gotta have. You know how many people died from the flu? Your business is sort of business.
None. 1 or 2 this last year because of social distancing and masking.
Less died from the vaccine in 1 year. Have you looked it up? That's where you've been indoctrinated. That's where you're brainwashed. Because not everybody dies of COVID, honey. Not everybody dies of COVID. COVID has a 99% survival rate. Why do I need a vaccine? Why do my kids who have an immune system need a vaccine? They don't. This man wants to put poison in my kids' bodies. I'm sorry. Then they should take the vaccine. If the vaccine works, then they should take it. If you don't want to get the vaccine, you can get weekly testing. I don't want to be on welfare. I don't want to be on welfare, and I don't want to homeschool my children.
Well, then you should get vaccinated, you fucking plague rat moron.
I don't want my kids to have something stuck up their nose every week.
Well, then you better get them vaccinated, right? You got a choice. You have the freedom. Your dumb is free. You got to get tested or vaccinated. Choose one. Or stay your ass at home.
No, absolutely not. That's the problem. That's the problem. If the vaccine works, then why are they afraid of me? Tell me why. Explain that. Explain it.
Okay, well, I'll explain it. Basically, when you don't get vaccinated, you're more likely to die, 10 times more likely to die. You're 10 times more likely to get hospitalized. And when you are vaccinated, you can still get COVID, you can still spread it, but you're much less likely to spread it. You're much less likely to get it to begin with. But if you get it, you get over it much quicker than if you're not vaccinated, and you spread it much less. And so by being a fucking plague rat, you spread the plague to everybody else. And also, the less people that are vaccinated, the more likely the vaccine is going to mutate into strains that kill the rest of us. And also, by the fact that you're not vaccinated, you guys are putting huge strains on hospitals, and people are dying of treatable illnesses now because they cannot get treated. So you're making it much less safe for the rest of us. Just explain it to you. Does that have any effect on you whatsoever? No.
Please explain that to me. Because if I take my vitamins, are they going to keep you healthy?
So, moron, these are the China people who are trying to throw Gavin Newsom out, and they spent $300 million on it, folks. Didn't even come close to getting him in office. I think he got 65% of the votes. Not even fucking close, but they don't give a shit. They hate our democracy, and they will bankrupt us all. They will kill us all to get their way. Insane. But little schadenfreude from Dave Rubin. This is so stupid. This should be in the Beyond Parody section. But here's Dave Rubin before the election trying to get rid of Gavin. Here's what he had to say.
Anyway, as I said the day I got back, I am devoting every moment of my time right now to helping Larry win. And look, if it's me and Scott Baio and Larry Elder versus Gavin Newsom, Barack Obama, and Kamala Harris, I like our chances.
Yeah! If it's Dave Rubin and heavy hitters like Scott Baio against these pussy nobodies like AOC and Barack Obama, we're definitely gonna win. Oh God, y'all.
I really do. So bring it, guys. And please, if you live in California, please vote. We know there is going to be fraud. We absolutely know it. Now,
No,
I should mention
no, you
this.
don't know that. You know you're going to claim there's fraud. There was no evidence of fraud. You're just spreading the big lie because you're a shameless con man. And this is how you make your money. This is how you got your multi-million-dollar house, because you lack any kind of morals whatsoever. You sick fuck.
They're letting you take mail-in ballots till the day of the deal.
Anyway, done with Dave Rubin and what is this one? Oh yeah, I'm staying, bitches. Now put on your mask. Yep, you guys failed miserably. They have to change the rules in California to make it harder to trigger these recalls. Otherwise, they're going to do it continuously and bankrupt your fucking country because conservatives do not give a shit. They don't care how many people would have been helped with that $300 million. They want to undermine our democracy in any way they can. And we need to have safeguards to keep this from happening because democracy definitely is in jeopardy. And of course, they're back at it, folks. This is a former Trump lawyer, Sidney Powell. And they're right back out there claiming that there's fraud in California, even though there's no evidence of it whatsoever. But the reason she's saying this is because this is how she makes money now. By going out and falsely claiming fraud, and then the QAnon supporters and the CHUDs, the dipshits that run the party, send her buttloads of fucking money. It's a massive con being perpetrated by a ton of these people.
What do you think is going to happen in this election tomorrow in California, the recall? Is that going to be marred by voter fraud?
Oh, yeah, it already is. In at least one county, it's been reported to me that approximately 70% of the people who showed up to vote had been told their votes had already been counted, that they'd already voted. That wasn't true at all. So the same thing is happening there that happened already. There's no reason to think any of this is going to get better until we go to paper ballots, real voter ID, and no machines whatsoever.
No machines, folks. Let's just go back to how it was in the 1800s. Fuck technology, am I right? God damn it. Ridiculous. But making that cheddar, yo, it's what it's all about. And if this were on a parody show, I would believe it. But it's not. This is real life. This is Newsmax, which I guess is supposed to be a news channel. It's on the internet, so it's not really a news channel. But remember, folks, support the troops. If you don't support the troops, you hate our country. And so here is an American veteran, a person they usually call a hero, who was in Afghanistan helping our allies to escape the country. But he dared mildly accuse Donald Trump of having a part in the horrible situation in Afghanistan. And this is how Newsmax treats the troops.
I can tell you this didn't happen under President Trump. And I know there's a lot of people on the left that
that's because President Trump did not pull troops out of Afghanistan the way that Joe Biden did. Joe Biden is the only one who had the balls to actually do it. Donald Trump, his people specifically said they weren't really going to pull the troops out. It was all a ruse. So no shit had happened to Donald Trump. He wasn't going to end the forever wars.
I'm going to try to blame President Trump. He wanted out of Afghanistan real bad. He was real frustrated not being able to get out, but he didn't pull out because he knew this would happen. In fact, we all did. I called it on this program. My 12-year-old son knew about it, and so I've got Americans there that are stuck. To me, that's a hostage situation. But Joe, I appreciate you working to get them out. I really do, and I wish you all luck in the world.
With due respect. I appreciate it so much, hero. You don't know how much I appreciate it. Let's watch how much he really appreciates it.
With due respect, Grant, I mean, like, veterans, you know, being one, right, and our friends are over there. Right. We followed this closely for multiple administrations, and We know the Trump's administration's efforts here were fairly weak, that they were trying to limit the number of people that would get out. And
Joe,
so there was coordination problems.
Joe, I'm gonna cut you. I'm already weak. I'm already low on time, Joe. Joe, cut him off, please. Cut him off now. Cut him off now. You're not going to blame this on President Trump on my show. That's not happening. Now, I appreciate the work that you're doing. God bless you for being a veteran. God bless you for trying to get Americans out. But don't come on this program and take the talking points of the left and blame President Trump. That's not helping anybody. The Biden administration screwed this up from the very start. You know it. I know it. The country knows it. And to call them not hostages, I don't know how you don't call them hostages. They're stuck in Afghanistan with a country overrun with terrorists that are willing to kill them all. I'm mad about that, man. I really am. All right. We're going to slow it down because we've got a real...
It's beyond parody, folks. Like, if we saw something like this in North Korea, we wouldn't blink an eye. But it's happening here in this country. It's the total fucking cult. Wild, wacky stuff. But like I said, it's always hypocrisy of these people. They don't actually support the police. They don't actually support the troops. They're not actually patriots. They hate us all. And they're going to do whatever they can to destroy us. And speaking of which, Donald Trump back out there and just straight out trying to incite violence like he always does. He's making predictions, but they're straight out threats, folks. We can see right through what he's doing. He's back at it, trying to whip people up into a frenzy so they'll go out and commit violence in his name.
The people of our country respect us. They love our country, and they want to see our country succeed. And our country has gone really downhill in the last 8 months like nobody's ever seen before. And you go to these elections that are coming up in 22 and 24, we're not going to have a country left. The election was rigged, and we're not going to have a country left in 3 years. I'll
Mr.
tell
President,
you that.
You've been very generous with your time. Thank you for that. Before I let...
Yeah, try to cut him off. The country's going to end. We're not going to have anything left. Yep. Trying to whip you guys back up into a froth. And of course, he has a plausible deniability. I wasn't talking about violence, but he knows very well that's what's going to happen. His cult is very violent, especially the fringe of it. And speaking of his cult, this is a real fucking billboard they put up, folks. Picture of Donald Trump that says, "Unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulders." Romans 8:17. Yep. God sent us Trump, didn't he? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. God did kill everybody on earth except for one family and murdered all the first babies in Egypt, sent plagues and shit. God's a dick, so maybe God did send Donald Trump to kill us all. Definitely tracks with the Bible. And Tito Ortiz. All right, we got to talk about Tito Ortiz again, folks. I don't want to talk about Tito Ortiz again, but I really do because I can't stand this chud-ass motherfuckers. But I posted a video showing Tito Ortiz get knocked out by Anderson Silva, and I got a bunch of comments. One of the main comments was, he made like $200,000 for the fight, so I don't think he's really crying about it. Literally, he's crying. He posted, nice right hand, but I didn't know punching behind the head were legal. I think it's supposed to be was legal. That seems like bad grammar, but I need to practice this combo. Now I know why the back of my head has been sore as hell. So he accusing Anderson Silva of cheating to win. But the main comment I got on my video was, Dusty, it was obviously rigged. He took a dive. Watch the fight with logical eyes, with skeptical eyes, and you can see it. So let's watch in slow motion. I do not think Tito Ortiz took a dive here. So he does the old man punch 3 times. Left hook at one of the greatest counter strikers in the world, Anderson Silva. And then Anderson Silva comes over the top. And then, bam, right on the jaw. And you can see, he's not faking. The only thing keeping him up is his big-ass head on the top rope. He's out on his feet already, and then Anderson Silva fires a punch, misses, tries to hit on the back of the ear, misses, throws another punch, right on the ear, throws another punch, grazes the ear, but Tito's already fucking out, down and out. That is not a dive, folks. Tito got fucking knocked out. Sorry. Quit trying to see conspiracies everywhere. But that's my opinion, and Milo! Biting the hand that feeds him, because this is what he always does. The Implication seems to be that he's talking about True News, which is the Christian organization that has been platforming him, that gave him a job, you know, because he's not gay anymore. He's an ex-sodomite who's been cured by Jesus. It's all a fucking con, of course. We've been covering it. It's a clear, naked, transparent con. When you have nowhere else to go with your con and you're at the bottom of the barrel, go to religion, because there's always money in the banana stand of religion. But he says, Protestantism builds character, poor character. I worked for one of them recently, and hoo boy, talk about bad habits becoming character. A toxic, miserable environment kept afloat by fear and lies, and the most egregiously grubby, transparent weaponization of Holy Scripture to settle petty interpersonal scores I have ever witnessed. I'll write about it at length soon. The worst thing about them is the total absence of emotional intelligence. They can't identify satire, can't tell fact from fiction, and can't tell when they're being lied to or manipulated. Yeah, he's talking about himself. He's talking about the fact that he's an obvious con man. He was obviously being a grifter and using them to make money, and they weren't seeing through him. But here's the thing, Milo, they don't give a shit. They're just as much as con men and grifters as you are. So yes, they'll use you to make money, just like you use them to make money. You're one of the fucking same. He goes on to say, you have to tiptoe around their absurd sensitivities because they are deficient as human beings, sick with seriousness, sourness, and malice, lacking comprehension of the joy of the incarnation. Protestants are astonishingly credulous, like small children, and therefore painfully susceptible to conspiracy theory, says Milo. They will believe literally anything. Like I said, they don't care. They're just trying to make money. Just like you, Milo. Hello, Pot. This is Kettle. You're black. And incredible stuff here, folks. Yep. Hey, fellas, is it gay to stand over the shoulder of your wife, who is one of the most beautiful women to ever live? I'm just saying, pretty gay, right? Look how gay he is with his amazingly gorgeous wife, who he sexes up on the regular. But Candace Owens is like, I honestly cannot. I wish you could not. The live emasculation of Prince Harry continues. I would never want my husband to be embarrassed like this in front of the world. Just so pathetic. What the fuck are you talking about? He's just standing beside her. Like he's standing slightly behind her, yeah, which is where her butt is. That's a good place to be. I don't know, folks. This toxic masculinity seems a little fucky to me. It's so stupid. Yeah, pussy front and center, cock fading into the background. This is what they want. Totally, folks. I definitely want to be married to one of the hottest one in the world. Is that what you're saying? Because, yeah, that'd be nice, right? I don't see any problem with it. But gay. Totally a masculine. Gay. I mean, I know you're in the military, and like I saw you on news clips when you were being interviewed and your troop had to be put on planes and stuff, and you ran away from the interview to go help your troop out. I mean, obviously, you're a pretty macho guy, but gay because you're sitting behind a woman who's hot. Conservatism, so fucking embarrassing all the goddamn time. What the hell? And speaking of Newsmax, I should have played this after the other Newsmax clip, but another one from the Beyond Parody, folks. I'll play it, and then we'll make fun of it.
To me, it seems like it's happened very much all over again. But, hey, besides this, you were deeply concerned, as I was, about all of this wokeness, all of these other, I don't know, this virtue signaling, diversity.
First off, all the wokeness, they'd be saying 100% the same thing, or they were saying the word woke, but they were saying political correctness. Like 30 and 40 years ago, when we were trying to integrate the military and do training for people in the military not to be racist piece of shit towards black folks and Latinas. This is 100% exactly what they were saying then. But now it's trans panic, so they're saying it about trans people because this is the new fear-mongering.
To the equity and inclusion, you joined many other generals in signing a letter that was deeply critical of Mark Milley. To be clear, you think Mark, like in interviews, congressional testimony, and public statements, it has become clear that the top leaders in our military are placing mandatory emphasis on PC wokeness, related training, which is extremely divisive and harmful to unit cohesion, readiness, and warfighting capability. You know, I have some civilian friends who say, well, listen, the military has to grow up. Everybody's doing this stuff. Corporate America. The military had already learned these lessons. And also, there's only so many hours in the day. You can't have a seminar about transgender rights and be ready for war.
That's right, folks. How are we going to kill people as efficiently if people don't treat trans people like shit? If we don't educate them on trans rights. But it's exactly the same argument, like I said, that they made with black people. This is exactly like they're saying, hey, why are we wasting all this time teaching the troops not to be racist and shit? All that time we're teaching them not to be racist. They could be putting that energy into murdering our enemies. Shh. Why are we not prioritizing the murder of people? Shh. Stupid military, just goddamn it. Warmongers. Beyond fucking parody. And speaking of beyond parody, folks, did you know that Barack Obama destroyed rock and roll music? It's absolutely true, folks. 100% gospel.
Well, rock and roll is a public health question.
Yeah, rock and roll's over. You're still talking about rock and roll as though Barack Obama didn't happen. Honestly, it's for another day, but Barack Obama destroyed rock and roll.
You have convinced me of this.
There was rock and roll, then there was Barack Obama. Now there is no rock and roll.
Yep.
So he did something good. Yeah.
But because rock and roll was about white male angst. White male teenage angst.
Yeah.
And then Barack Obama came
And
along
stealing a
and
lot
said
of
that
his tropes from better black music.
Yeah,
then,
really.
Well, Barack Obama came along and said young white men aren't allowed to have angst.
Yeah.
They're not allowed to basically express their dissatisfaction because they're so
toxic.
Yeah. And so truly rock and roll just stopped.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Truly, folks, you know it's true. They had all these white rock stars that were like, fuck the system, fuck the government, we're not going to do what you say, we're going to do what we want to, rock will never die. And then Barack Obama said, hey guys, you better stop doing that. And then all the rock stars said, yes sir. And rock died, folks. It's dead, yo. That's just a history lesson right there from the people at Ben Shapiro's Daily Wire. Can't make this up, folks. Wouldn't want to. And Mike Lindell, who I used to think wasn't a shameless con man, I actually thought he believed his grift. I'm starting not to believe that anymore. It's pretty clear he is just a shameless con man. So he going exactly where he belongs with the other shameless con man like Jim Baker. And here's what he had to say on Jim Baker's show.
Why did the media respond to your documentary in the way they did?
Well, because he was putting out bullshit conspiracy theories that were easily disproved, and it's fun to make him the laughingstock of the goddamn country.
Yeah, the absolute proof. Let me tell you the key part of that. That's probably the only time where I had a little fear and I had to pray, get on my knees and pray to God. This was 10 days before the impeachment trial. And let me tell you, and 10 days before, and remember, at the time, that was like towards the end of January, you know, the impeachment trials were Tuesday following like the February 8th, okay? And this was about maybe January 25th or so. I'm sitting there, I go, wow, they're going to impeach him. And I had word that they were going to impeach him. We were not going to be able to show evidence at that trial. They would not have shown it on TV. And they impeach him now. And what were they going to do? Take everyone January 6th in this big fake insurgency or whatever that you're against the government. Right. And guess who was number one on that list to come and get me? And they were coming. I'm going, God, they're going to kill me. You know, I mean, they're going to put me and hang me. You know.
Why didn't they then? Why didn't they come and get you? Because you put out a documentary? They said, oh, okay, we can't do it. Obviously bullshit. Always trying to play the victim. Just ridiculous.
Basically is what I'm thinking. And at that moment, he said, you know, I got put on a documentary. Just put the evidence out there and make it.
Yep. And a lot of good that did for you, right? No one gave a shit. No one believes you. You're still a laughingstock. Fuck off. And last off on CHUD Watch, did you guys hear about this? Project Veritas, who is that ridiculous organization that takes hidden videos of the left and then deceptively edits them in order to make the left look bad. That's all they fucking do. Well, they got conned out of $165,000, which is awesome, but also horrible that they have $165,000 to be conned out of. These people are making so much money, James O'Keefe, who was literally just a fucking shameless con man, a grifter. But apparently somebody had hacked into their email systems and they were watching real time as they were interacting with their lawyers via email. And so they were waiting and biding their time and then right when they were responding to their real lawyers, they spoofed an email from their lawyers and sent them an invoice for $165,000 and said, can you send it to this new bank account? And they were so stupid. They sent the $165,000 to the hackers and lost the money. That's what they claim happened anyways. So, good. I'm usually not for hackers, but in this case, Godspeed, hackers. You have earned your money, and you definitely deserved it more than Project Veritas, in my opinion. And all right, that's my Chud Watch. Let's check the Super Chat. Stuart Durden, £5, thank you. AB, $4.99. The big lie about the election won't stop until all the counties and states sue these grifting news stations, personalities into dust for libel. Man, I wish these lawsuits would hurry up. Dominion needs to become my Dominion pillow already. To take that shit over. And Michael Valetti being hugely generous tonight. So far, the Super Chat heavyweight champion of the world says Victoria Cunningham 2028. Hell yeah, Victoria's awesome. I hope Victoria's feeling better. She hasn't been feeling that great. And Spanky Weasel 2024. Yeah, back-to-back presidencies. Two of our great moderators. They make the show so good. Spanky Weasel and Victoria, we love them. And Michael, we love you. James Magnum, $20, also very generous. I live in Arkansas, and my governor is pretty bad. I used to live in Arkansas. But people don't make fun of AR the way they do Mississippi because Asa Hutchinson is not a culture war clown like Tank Reeves. In a sense, Mississippi is Arkansas shield. Yep, you're welcome. Make you look slightly better with our stupidity. Tony Winston, logic, reason, truth. Love the kiddies. Love to you, Tony. Keith Evans, my third favorite color is not orange. Want a kiss? Let's make out. Cuba Robert, 1972. Dusty, these anti-vaxxers won't admit when they're wrong. Of course they're not. It's a death cult. Why would they? It's sunk cost fallacy. AB, well, no, I already read that. All right. James Magnum, I think what City Pal and Lynn Wood are doing should be a crime. Well, they're getting disbarred for it, so at least you're taking their law licenses away. A slight abridgment of free speech is worth it to create a guardrail against U.S. becoming Myanmar, but that's what they want to happen. Military coups are good. We should have tribunals and kill our enemies in the streets. They're just crazy ass fascists. That's what they are. They're just fucking fascists. They hate democracy. And man, we're going to do some overtime tonight, folks. I hadn't even got through like much of my show yet, and we're already only 40 minutes away from the end of the show. So overtime is coming. But before then, let's do the what the fuck section, because what the fuck? And first off, what the fuck? Oh man. They arrested Michael Myers, yo! What the fuck? Apparently there's this guy, he likes to wear Michael Myers outfits. And I guess he does prank videos where he's walking around with a knife, so he went a lot easier than I expected.
What a moron.
Yeah, what a moron. Out on the beach getting arrested as Michael Myers. Take the mask off, Michael. That dude's really committing to the bit. You gotta give it to him. And I don't think that guy's really Michael Myers, though. Michael Myers ain't going down that easy.
What a moron.
You can shoot him. He'll just slow walk his ass away and still get away. I'm pretty sure him and Jason Voorhees can teleport. That's the only explanation to how these walking motherfuckers can catch running motherfuckers. The math just don't add up. And Elon Musk and Tesla have been DMCAing these videos that show how shitty their autopilots are. Getting these videos removed from all over the internet. But I have one here.
After this bus thing.
Yeah.
The bus thing.
It almost steers into people to kill them. He has to stop it. Yeah, oh yeah, that's not what you want. Yeah, they're like, what the fuck? Yeah. Yeah, sorry, my autopilot hates you.
It gave up there. Not the move.
Wanted to murder you.
Damn. All right, that's a wrap for today.
Yeah, how is this legal, folks? Incredible. Not ready for prime time. Elon Musk autopilot. And while we're talking about Elon Musk, folks, do you guys know how Elon Musk and Tesla are making their money? It's basically a government scam. So the government has requirements for emissions for car makers. And they give you credits in order to, you have to like pay credits based on the emissions you give out, which spurs companies to make their cars more efficient and put out less, pollution. But for some reason, it applies to every car maker, regardless if their cars put out emissions or not, which it shouldn't do. It should only apply to gas cars that actually put out emissions. But there's like a loophole in it. And so the government is giving Tesla millions and millions and millions of these credits. And since Tesla doesn't need these credits because their cars are electric, don't put out those emissions, they sell these credits to other car companies. And that's the only reason Tesla is profitable. They made $300 million a year because the government is giving them these credits for no reason. It's a government scam. That's how he's making his money, folks. The richest man in the world is only profitable because they are scamming us. So, like, basically, this is like the government subsidizing electric vehicles. And I don't have a problem with that. But what I do have a problem with is that if we're already paying for Tesla to be profitable, if we're the reason, then shouldn't the people own Tesla instead of Elon Musk? I guarantee you Elon Musk is not doing something that's worth $200 billion. We are funding the company. We are keeping it afloat. We are subsidizing it. We should own it. The American people should own this fucking company. We should reap the full benefits of this goddamn company if we're going to pay for it. But no, it's a scam. He's a scam artist. He's a con man. And we are fucking paying his goddamn salary. We are paying for his multiple yachts. We are the suckers here. That's why you don't have any fucking respect for us. Why would you have respect for your fucking victims? Absolute fucking bullshit. Eat the rich. I'm not even a fucking socialist, like totally. I do think a lot of things should be socialized, nationalized, but I do think capitalism does have its place, but not in this way. Socialize the shit out of Tesla. Fuck this. And speaking of fucking people, did you guys see this one? More ACAB. Prepare your ACAB emojicons. So they arrested this guy. They were hauling him out in handcuffs. And this big, tough, manly man decides to punch him or slap him in the face while he's handcuffed. Because why wouldn't you abuse your power over other people? This happened in Mississippi.
That's the one you said sucks dick, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, for you, Good morning, big motherfucker.
Yeah, just trying to emasculate him, trying to belittle him. I don't know what he did. Now, maybe this guy's a rapist or a murderer. I have no idea. But what I do know is this guy is not the judge, jury, and executioner. It is not his job to decide who is guilty, who deserves punishment.
That's the one you said sucks dick, right? Oh my God, for you, Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning, big motherfucker.
Yeah, cussing at him. But don't worry, folks. He's going to investigate himself and find out he did nothing wrong. So the system works. Like, goddamn. And this is why we say ACAB, folks. There can be some good cops, but you know how no cop moves to reprimand him? No cop is putting him in cuffs right now, even though he just broke the law and assaulted the guy who's in custody. No cop is doing shit to him because you're all fucking part of the problem. It's the whole system that is goddamn corrupt. The fraternal order of police has to be abolished. Fuck everything about these people. ACAB. 1312, motherfuckers. And did you guys see this one where this cop got caught having sex with a prostitute? Yeah. Like the guy says, if I was doing that, you'd be arresting me. He sure would. He'd be slapping you in handcuffs, but there's a different set of rules for the God men.
It's the police in here fucking, y'all. Look, he fucking a prostitute. The police. The nigga in here fucking a prostitute. Oh, hell no. This nigga in here fucking a prostitute. Look, got his pants down. Look at this shit. Boy, your ass would have locked me up for this shit. Boy, I'm finna call you in, cuz. You in here fucking prostitutes? Oh, hell no. I'm finna call your ass in, boy. I'm finna call your ass clean in. Hell no.
Get his ass. Yeah, get that tag. Yeah, you're driving off real fast.
Oh, gee.
Where you going, Ossifer? Come back. Need to find out who that guy is. Gonna keep you guys abridged of this story. Is that the word? Abridged? whatever it is. Anyway, next up on What the Fuck. Oh, God, you guys hear this one? Texas man murdered woman, shot her husband because they voted for Biden. Yeah, of course. It's a death cult. They hate freedom, these patriots. Police in West Texas this week arrested Joseph Angel Alvarez, 38, who allegedly targeted a couple, killing the wife in the process because they voted for Biden and had a Biden flag and a doll of Trump hanging outside their home. Alvarez, arrested September 8th, nearly a year after the murder, is being held at the El Paso County Detention Center. He was jailed on a $2 million bond for the murder of Georgette Kaufman, 50, and a $500,000 bond for the aggravated assault of the woman's husband, Daniel Kaufman. The couple was targeted on November 14, 2020, shortly after the U.S. presidential election, at their home in the 3000 block of Copper Avenue in central El Paso. A criminal complaint states police found Georgette Kaufman's body inside her garage. After Alvarez shot and killed the woman, he allegedly made his way through the detached garage door and entered the backyard. The court documents obtained by KDBC TV in El Paso states Alvarez walked up a flight of stairs to an outdoor patio deck. He attempted to enter the residence but found the wrought iron door to be locked. At the time, Daniel Kaufman heard a noise at the back door and walked in its direction because he believed it was his wife. Alvarez then allegedly fired several rounds to the closed wrought iron door, striking the husband, the court document states. Yeah. Shot the guy like, I don't know, 5 times because they voted for Biden. Well, it's the left that's violent, folks. It's the left that's terrorist. Nope. MAGA terrorist, yet another one. Just trash fucking world. Trash humans. God damn it. And I'm going to skip that one. Fuck that one. I got to run out of time here. And you guys hear about the InfoWars star who's selling a mysterious device called CUX. Spelled QUX, but it's supposed to be like the word cucks. And you're supposed to hook it up to your internet and somehow it keeps you safe. The grift never ends, yo. This is the same woman who got $200,000 because she got arrested for beating up her mom. And she claimed it was some kind of conspiracy theory. So the dipshit conservatives gave her $200,000 for beating up her mom. And now they've given her $200,000 for this mysterious box that no one knows what it does. That's supposed to keep you safe from the government or some shit. Cucks, get it? Don't be a cuck. Buy this box. It's just the grift never ends. From the people that brought you Freedom Phones comes CUX, the box that, who knows what it does. Just believe us. Give us money. Just so depressing how easily you can make money if you're a right-wing grifter. And speaking of which, let's take a look to see what British imp comedian Russell Brand is up to. Haven't heard from him in a while. Oh, he's doing podcast with Dim Tool. Shocker. The mainstream media are trying to start a civil war. Yeah, Tim Pool is trying to start a civil war. What the fuck are you talking about? Tim Pool at this point is the mainstream media, the most popular influencer on YouTube, which is probably the biggest section of the media right now. Stupid Russell Brand. Also, COVID health. Why can't we talk about it? You're literally talking about it. You just got 409,000 views in 3 days talking about it. The fuck are you talking about, you goddamn victim motherfucker? Has COVID science debate been shut down? You got 680,000 views for talking about it. Who shut you down? Cancel culture. Just some. I'm not surprised to see Russell Brand become this, though, because I've always thought he's a fucking moron. If you listen to what he says, it sounds genius unless you break down what he says sentence by sentence and realize it's just word salad gobbledygook. It's basically Jordan Peterson. He's like a version of Jordan Peterson. I've always thought he's a fucking idiot. How global puppet masters created a new world. Shut the fuck up, you moron. God damn it, what a fucking idiot. Russell Brand, major disappointment. And last up on What the Fuck? I covered this on my last show. Joe Biden. Yes, the buck stops with him. They claimed they were killing a terrorist. They actually killed an aid worker and like 7 of his kids, folks. Because we are terrorists committing war crimes. And yes, I said that even though Joe Biden is better in every possible way than Donald Trump is, yes, he's doing a pretty good job. I still think he should be tried on war crimes. I think he should be impeached for this. And people are like, Dusty, if we listen to your advice, then how are they going to fight terror? It's not fucking Biden's fault. The buck stops with Biden. He is the commander-in-chief. He is in charge of this. We have to hold accountable the people at the highest levels of office. Otherwise, this is never going to end. If presidents start to become afraid, we're going to hold them accountable for shit like this, is the only way they're going to cut this shit out. It's the only way we're going to nip this shit in the bud. So now the Pentagon is coming out and saying, yep, oopsies, we murdered a bunch of children. Our bad, yo. Are we the baddies?
Good afternoon. I'm here to brief the results of the investigation I directed following the report of civilian casualties from our strike in Kabul on 29 August. Having thoroughly reviewed the findings of the investigation and the supporting analysis by interagency partners, I am now convinced that as many as 10 civilians, including up to 7 children, were tragically killed in that strike. Moreover, we now assess that it is unlikely that the vehicle and those who died were associated with ISIS-K or were a direct threat to U.S. forces. I offer my profound condolences to the family and friends
he's real
of
sorry,
those
yo.
who were killed.
No one's going to be held accountable. No one's going to have to pay any kind of price for murdering all these children, but we're real sorry, folks. Oopsies. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We accidentally did a war crime. Man, don't worry about it. We'll be better next time. Just trust us, y'all.
This strike was taken in the earnest belief that it would prevent an imminent threat to our forces and the evacuees at the airport. But it was a mistake, and I offer my sincere apology. As the combatant commander, I am fully responsible for this strike and this tragic outcome.
Dusty, you really want anybody that disagrees with you to be canceled? Shut the fuck up. It's consequence culture, not cancel culture. Motherfucker just got 700,000 views for that shit. Ain't nobody canceling these rich-ass motherfuckers, you whiny piss babies. All it is people being held accountable for the stupid shit they say. Yes, everybody should be held accountable for the stupid shit they say. If you use your platform to put bullshit out there, yeah, you should be called out for it. God, you guys are so fucking pathetic. Always playing the victim. Cancel culture. God, you sound so stupid. How are you just not depressed at the human being you've turned into? You fucking ignorant sack of shit. And this guy put this motherfucker under the jail and everybody associated with him also. Depressing. And that's my what the fuck section. Free thinking secularists, this is my thanks for posting standalone videos of your COVID porn section. Those are actually performing pretty well, I think. This approach touches the right the most. They are most affected by emotional anecdotes than logic and statistics. Yeah, and being made fun of. They do not like being made fun of, and so I've always mocked them. That's the best way to do it, in my opinion. Don't befriend them. Fuck them. Make them social pariahs until they have to change because they don't want to be the laughing stocks. That's always been my method. Sledgehammer. Jason Magnum, speak of Elon, have you seen Vadim's video on Solar City? I have not seen that. I should check that out. That's also some pretty scuzzy behavior from Elon. Yep, he is a trash human. EO Manscode 84, my recent trip back to Texas was so disheartening to see just how many of my friends and family hold such horrible positions when they do live in Texas. So, shocker. James Magnum, I think what city? I already read that. All right, more super chats, please. Let's move on. I don't want any more wars. Yeah, they hate us for our freedoms. No, they hate us because we keep drone striking their children. We create terrorists, and then we make up bullshit excuses for why there's terrorism. It's called blowback. That's why 9/11 happened. And next up, gonna do the hero section, because we could be heroes for just one day. Yeah, we could. And first off in the heroes, Howard Stern. Doing the Lord's work out there, giving the business to Joe Rogan. Howard Stern took a shot at Joe Rogan for accrediting ivermectin for his recovery. Yep, fucking bullshit. Now I'm going to play this clip for you. I know it's quiet. It's just how it's recorded. I can't make this any louder, so I'm sorry. But I'm going to play a little bit of this.
You know, when we first signed on Tuesday, I just went, I didn't even want to spend a lot of time on COVID and vaccination and all the shitheads in our country who won't get vaccinations.
Tell them.
They're like, I don't want, you guys worship Dr. Fauci. Meanwhile, they go to the doctor and they'll take horse dewormer from a doctor. You know, like I heard Joe Rogan was saying, he says, what do you busting my balls?
I've got COVID, yeah,
he
and
goes,
I'm
I
taking
took
a
horse
dewormer, yeah.
and a doctor gave it to me. Well, a doctor would also give you a vaccine. So why take horse dewormer?
Because it's political.
I don't know. So I was just saying, like, all the people who are anti-vaccination or
It's all about being contrarian and feeding into your chud ass base. That's exactly what Joe Rogan is doing. He's like, oh, the vaccine hasn't been researched enough. It's not enough evidence, but he has no problem taking unresearched medication like ivermectin for COVID, which there is no good research on yet. Now, yes, we know that ivermectin is used to treat parasites. It is on the WHO's list of essential medicine for parasites, not for COVID. But yes, the vast majority of people taking ivermectin are taking horse paste off the shelves. Now, yes, Joe Rogan did get it prescribed from a doctor, according to him. But that's now how most of the people that listen to him are taking it. They're not getting it from the doctor. They're getting this harmful ass bullshit from the horse section of the feed store. And that's the fucking problem. But he went on to say some other good shit. More shout outs to Howard Stern.
Now we're trapped in a country with imbeciles. They're the minority.
Yep.
They do not have the majority opinion about the vaccine. Most of us get it. Do we want to take vaccines for no reason? No, we don't want to take vaccines. We just want to live, and this is something that's now been proven to work. Enough of us have taken it. If you had any hesitation, you can see we all lived. We're doing fine. Guess what? When we get COVID, we don't end up in the hospital, so we don't overload the hospital. So what did I say? I said, we have no time for idiots in this country anymore.
Preach.
We don't want you. We want you to all either go to the hospital or stay home, die there with your COVID.
Yep.
Don't take the cure, but don't clog up our hospitals
Exactly.
with your COVID. And when you finally, get it,
don't go to the hospital.
Stay home.
Stay your ass at home. Plague rats.
Don't bother with science. It's too late. Go fuck yourself. We just don't have time.
If you think
now
the vaccines are experimental, then don't go to the doctor and take the experimental treatments for it. Fucking morons. So good on you, Howard Stern. Never been a huge fan, but he definitely doing some good work now, and I appreciate it. And next up on the heroes, this one hurts me, folks. Norah Mcdonald. Now, Norah Mcdonald has become kind of chuddy, or was kind of chuddy in later life. But growing up, Norah Mcdonald was one of my favorite comedians, and I'm sure I was influenced a lot by him in my comedy style. The ultra sarcasm, deadpan. I do a lot of that. I really enjoyed Norm growing up. And I'm sad to hear he died of cancer this week of 61. He went young. I'm kind of sad to see what he became in later life, but still, that doesn't take away from all the entertainment he gave me growing up. So here's to you, Norm. You got to go on so I don't cry. And one more, folks. No, two more. This one was classic, folks. Did you see this one? This is how you fucking do it. This hero calls in a Newsmax and trolls the shit out of them. And I don't know if they recognized they were getting trolled or not. It's so masterful the way this is done. Apparently this is not the first time this person has done it. But watch this hero.
Oh, absolutely, Tom. That goes without saying. What the piece in the Wall Street Journal is truly about is that a sitting president in the office of president unnecessarily ended a war for no reason at all. Because let's be honest, Tom, there just aren't a lot of things that ordinary Americans can be proud of these days. We know that other prosperous countries have it better in healthcare, infrastructure, education, elder care, food options, and income. And if you take away our global dominance, we're left with a whole lot of nothing. Yeah, and Biden should have waited till he at least got something passed in terms of healthcare and education, for example, or even just transport and infrastructure. But with nothing to show Americans why Americans great, dominance in a place like Afghanistan is all we've got to keep us away from that ledge. Of course, $2 trillion could have been spent building stuff that people want instead of going to big defense contractors and shareholders. But that's all milk under the table, Tom. And the point is, ending a war with nothing at all to replace it is the pinnacle of irresponsibility when you've got crumbling infrastructure, rising addiction and death interest rates, poor food options, substandard education, expensive health care, and so on.
Right. It's just so fucking funny. Yep, America sucks, but at least we killed other people really well. Pointing out the hypocrisy of the conservative position. And it is a trash country. It's so sad. This is what our fucking country is. And one more on what the fuck, one more on the heroes. Shout out to the real heroes out there. Atheist, hell yeah. Where are my atheists at? Apparently, 90% of atheists are vaccinated. Only 57% of white evangelicals. So, yep, no shocker here. What I want to know is, what the fuck is the problem with you other 10% of atheists? I guess it's like David Silverman types. Just the trash right-wing atheists, of which about 10% of atheists are. But the rest of us got goddamn good sense. We're doing what it takes to get our economy going again, to reopen our country, to keep our fellow citizens safe. You don't need God to be good. All you have to be is a moral, empathetic person, and we clearly are much more than Christian evangelicals. So kudos to you, fellow atheists. You guys rock. And that's my hero section. I'm going to jump right into the religious bullshit section now, because we only got 20 minutes left, and not making very good time, folks. So sing the song if you know the words. It's really complicated. It's religious bullshit, religious bullshit, religious bully shit. It's time for religious bullshit. And first off, on religious bullshit, Greg Locke got kicked off Twitter. About fucking time. I guess they got sick of him continuously spreading vaccine misinformation, as well as election misinformation about the big lie. So, of course, he all mad about it. He don't care about no Twitter. He gonna have his big circus tent anyway. He gonna keep going. Call out Joe Biden. You better fucking believe it. Send me money.
Now, granted, after January the 6th, they took away about 20,000 followers. But finally, after building it up, having a verified platform on Twitter, they take the whole thing away. After years, since 2009, because I'm a danger. Guess who's still on Twitter? The Taliban, ladies and gentlemen. Are you awake?
Don't you guys love the Taliban? You guys are the American Taliban. At least the Taliban's not spreading COVID misinformation to Americans, you know. So, congratulations on being worse than the Taliban, Greg Locke.
Get sheep, wake up. Use your brain, use your Bible, get a backbone. They just permanently banned me. I'm the first pastor with any sort of a platform that's been banned.
Dude, they permanently banned me for calling Shoe on Head a bitch. Not even to her. She had me blocked. She didn't even see it. Permanently banned for saying the word bitch, so I don't want to hear it. At least you got banned for a valid reason.
So guess what? We're fighting back right now. Within 1 hour of it happening, we've already had our wonderful lawyer for our ministry file, and we have just entered into the class action lawsuit against Twitter and all of these censorship Nazis. We just entered in with Candace Owens and Donald Trump and others. Can you believe it? They banned a pastor. They banned a pastor with a verified public blue chip.
They banned a con man. Who gives a shit about you being a pastor? That doesn't help you. In my opinion, hurts you. And folks, God damn it, death cult. Yes, folks, man is responsible for global warming, but we don't have to worry about it because Jesus.
Man is responsible for the changing climate.
Well, that's a good change. They should not say that at all. At least they're acknowledging that it actually is real now. So that's sort of a step up.
For the changing climate. Our sin has corrupted the environment. It began in the Garden of Eden with the fall of man. And the climate has only gotten worse ever since. But the solution is not bigger government.
The solution is not actually doing anything about it. The solution is not curbing our emissions. The solution is not moving towards renewables. Of course not. The solution is Jesus, y'all.
That will take more of your money and more of your freedoms and promise more things that they cannot deliver on. The solution is going back to the heart of the matter. Number one, Jesus is telling us this is going to happen. This is the unfolding of human history. Yes, this is code red. The warning signs are going off all around us. But the solution is not to turn to the government, surrender more of our powers. It is to turn to the Lord Jesus Christ and surrender our lives and everything we have to him and serve him faithfully in the midst of these challenging times.
All right, let's say I do believe you. I want to hear Jesus's plan. What Jesus is going to do? Is he just going to use like magic to make the earth not warm anymore? Is he going to put regulations in place to keep corporations from polluting the earth? What's Jesus going to do? I want to know. And how many of us have to start worshiping him before he's going to do something about it, you know? Better come with the details there, Tony Perkins. Otherwise, fuck you and fuck Jesus. And Christian radio host Jesse Lee Peterson back saying rape victims who dress like sluts are asking for it. This is my never-ending battle to explain to you guys why I don't do the Jesse Lee Peterson show, even though they beg me. And if I did it, why I would never be nice to this guy. The people that do his show and buddy up to him and are nice to him, I do not understand your brain. Well, I do. I guess you don't really give a shit. I guess it's because you want to be popular and you know that you can piggyback off his bullshit. Anyway.
If you walk around looking like a slut in some little tight dress all up your legs and you get raped, that's your fault. You're asking for it. You should do it dress.
All I know is if Jesse Lee Peterson walks around with that punchable face, and he does have an amazingly punchable face, and somebody knocks his fucking teeth out of his goddamn head, he's asking for it. Just saying. You should have left the house looking like that, Jesse Lee Peterson. Note, please do not do that. I am only joking. This is sarcasm, folks. Violence is bad.
That's modestly. Is that how you say that? Modestly. Then you won't get raped.
That's right, folks. No woman who was dressed modestly has ever been raped. In fact, places like Saudi Arabia and Iraq and countries where they make them wear hijabs and stuff, 0% rapes in those countries. Is that right? Is that right? It's not? Oh, okay. Shocker.
Said that rape was for power. It's about power. No, it's not. That's another lie that's been told to you.
It is.
Rape is not about power. Rape is about having sex.
Jesse Lee Peterson seems to know an awful lot about rape for some reason. Just saying, Jesse. Might be telling on yourself. And they're so ridiculous, folks. I would sing the Q song, but it's too long. I gotta go. But leading QAnon decoder Dave Hayes, the praying medic, wants you to know that Q is probably going to come back because Trump is going to be reinstated, y'all. It's still happening. It's all happening. Just believe it.
I think that when Trump comes back into office, I wouldn't be surprised if Q returns, although I don't have any, I don't have any way of knowing if or when Q is going to return. But I would suspect that when Trump comes back into office and he appoints a new attorney general, I kind of go back and forth because I think that a lot of the criminal prosecution is probably going to be done by the military. Some of the criminality, I think, will be prosecuted by the Department of Justice. But right now, I think the Department of Justice is so compromised, it's difficult for me to envision the DOJ prosecuting a lot of these people. I think a lot of this is going to end up in military trials.
They are building a new courthouse down in Gitmo.
They are. Isn't that amazing how Obama tried to get Gitmo shut down and Biden has tried to get Gitmo shut down, and they just keep on expanding it and building it. And funny how that works.
Yeah, funny how that works. A terrorist nation.
So I think it wouldn't surprise me if Q comes back at some point.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me if Jesus comes back. Q and Jesus going to come back at exactly the same time. Just believe it, yo. And they're so pathetic, folks. These gravy seals, Al-Qaeda, want to pretend like they're so badass. Oh my God, warning. Cringe warning. You could die from cringe for this.
We have to remember that even though we don't necessarily know it's coming in the future, we have been trained to deal with whatever comes. It's like being in, special forces in the military. Special forces groups don't necessarily know what plans, what attacks, what kind of opposition they're going to face when they go into a certain territory. When they go into when they're doing an operation, they don't necessarily know the troop strength that's going to oppose them. They don't know how well armed their enemy is, but they rely on their training. They rely on the fact that they are trained and are equipped, and they're able to overcome whatever obstacle is set in front of them. Well, we're the same way. We have been trained by God. We've been trained by Q to adapt, improvise, and overcome.
Oh, okay.
We've been equipped. We've been trained. We're relatively smart people. We can see through BS narratives, generally speaking. We know how to research and come to the truth. And we can make that information publicly available.
Definitely. This guy totally knows the truth. He's so well trained, folks. Well, watch out, everybody. We got a badass over here. He's basically like the special forces, isn't he now? Totally. And they're trying to start a theocracy even more than we already are in this country, folks. Here's South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem basically saying, hey, fuck separation of church and state. We need pure theocracy in this country.
What they are doing and the actions they're taking are not biblical. And
Good.
I know they many times talk about being religious, but I think that it's really time for all of us to look at the actions of our leaders and see if they line up with the Word of God.
Right. And if they do, let's get rid of them. Because the Word of God says, stone disobedient children and gays and adulterers and bash babies' heads on rocks. Not the best.
See if they're biblical and if they really are following through on those actions that God's called us to do to protect people, to serve people, and to really minister to them. We've seen our society, our culture degrade as we've removed God out of our lives, and people become what they spend their time doing. When I was growing up, we spent...
That's why I've become masturbation.
Every Sunday morning, every night, every Wednesday night in church. Our church family was a part of our life. We read the Bible every day as a family together and spent time with each other, recognizing that we were created to serve others. I don't know if families do that as much anymore. And those biblical values are learned in the family, and they're learned in church.
Like how to beat your slaves?
The doors are open so people can be there and be taught. We in South Dakota have decided to take action to really stand for biblical principles. We had a bill that was passed during legislative session 2 years ago that put the motto, "In God We Trust," in every single school building.
Yay, that really did something, didn't it? No more school shootings. COVID's cured. You put a bullshit saying in the schools. Way to really tackle the hard issues, Kristi Noem.
Displayed now in every K-12 school building in the state of South Dakota. And I have legislation that I'll be proposing this year that will allow us to pray in schools again. I really believe that focusing on those foundational biblical principles that teach us that every life has value.
And when she says pray in schools, she means force people to listen to Christian prayers. I guarantee ya, Muslims get up there and want to pray. They ain't fucking having that shit. It's not religion they want. It's Christianity. It's theocracy. Bullshit. And even more examples of this. Here's Rachel Ham, who apparently was told by God told her to run for Secretary of State in California.
And you know what? I do believe the prophets. And I can tell you do too, right? So when we hear God speak through his prophets, yeah, I see the disaster that California is. And this is what I say. I say California is going to meet my blood. California is going to have revival. California is going to turn around, and a revolution is going to begin in California, and it's going to sweep across the whole country. And we agree in Jesus' name.
Yeah, fuck you and fuck Jesus. And but don't worry, folks. She's highly, highly qualified for the highest positions in the California government because her youngest son is a seer.
Well, my youngest son is a seer. That means that he sees in the spirit. So he sees angels, he sees demons, he sees light and dark and, you know, all kinds of spiritual stuff.
Cool, because all that exists.
He's also a prophet.
Oh, cool.
So he's home because he's been exposed to COVID and isn't allowed to go to school.
He didn't see that one coming. I don't think he is very good as a prophet.
He comes and knocks on my office door, and I open the door, and he said, just wanted to let you know, the house just filled up with angels.
Yay! Your kid has a vivid imagination. Let's all play into his delusions.
Right after I asked for them. And you know, so many of us ask for angels to protect us, and then we have to trust by faith that they're there. And that's good, you know, that's fine. But like, praise God to have a seer to come in and say, what you just asked for? But he didn't know I'd asked, right? Like, he's out there, I'm in here, Lord, give me angels. So he said, there's angels throughout the house. And he said, and I asked him why they're here. And he said, there are two kinds. So I said, why are you here and why are you here? And he said, this one said, because your mom is dealing with something very stressful and she needs support. I know.
Wow.
And then he said, the other one said, because your mom is doing something very dangerous and we're here to protect her.
So basically, her kid is the annoying little kid from The Sixth Sense. He sees dead people. Totally real. Let's vote for her. And Sean Felch had a rally in D.C. and he got a message from Donald Trump. Gotta take back the country for Jesus, everybody.
Because we believe there's a higher authority than Stalin or Newsom or
Trump.
President Biden. There's a higher authority. Jesus is Lord over the nations.
Can I, you know, since we're talking crazy here, can I share a conspiracy theory with you?
Sure, go ahead, Eric.
Joe Biden was elected. Yeah. Does anybody believe that?
No.
We today have to stand and fight for freedom. And the enemies of freedom, whether they are atheists in the Communist Party in China.
You guys are literally the enemies of freedom trying to overthrow our government and install a dictator. You're the ones that hate democracy.
China, or whether they are radical Islamists who hate us, or the Taliban, or people in this country who have bought into a woke Marxist ideology that is fundamentally anti-American, that will hurt the poor, and that is against...
Yeah, Marxism. That's definitely what hurts the poor. Not capitalism. Capitalism's been so good for the poors.
The God who gave us the freedom that we have.
And I'm here to talk to you about the church waking up.
Wait a minute. I thought being woke was bad.
We have abdicated our responsibility in the ecclesia, the public square. And while we've been busy doing church, the secular progressive left has dominated the public square.
False. Conservatives are dominating both YouTube and Facebook. 9 out of the 10 most engaged posts on Facebook every day are conservatives. You victim-playing lying fucks.
Church, awaken! It is time
get woke,
to
church.
Take back the country and the world.
Yeah, take back the country. I mean, yeah, there's a church every 5 fucking feet all over the goddamn place, but it's time for Christianity to take back the country. We've only had every president of all time Christians, 98% of the politicians, the vast majority of every leader in every goddamn state is a Christian. When are we going to take this place back? Depressing. And all right, folks. That's my religious bullshit. I'm going to skip my Karen section tonight. We're going to do the Karen section on Monday. I only had 2 Karens anyway, so it wasn't that big of a loss. We're going to jump into the COVID porn right after we read the Super Chats. Sophie and Task, will you cover the Proud Boys far-right political prisoner rally tomorrow? I'm going to cover it Monday, yes. I'm not going to cover it live, but I will be absolutely covering that Monday for sure. Nays Garden, Dusty, you are the best podcaster. Hells yeah, I am. Thank you, Nays. I can't even start my show because I want to miss your live. Curse you, Dusty. Well, I appreciate it, Nays. I'm still planning on talking to you. I'm not dodging you. I just haven't, I want to talk to you on my Twitch, and I haven't, had a chance to, go play anything. We're going to do it. New World comes out the 28th. Starting a guild, so you guys need to come play with me, and I'll be talking to you in Nays Garden. Danny Nerdnick, these windbags got to go. Hell Satan. Hell yeah, Satan rocks. And Atheismo. Mo no likey. Me no likey. Atheism does rock. I can't read that, E. Sorry, E. I'll take your $5, but I can't read what you said. But I still love you, but I'm not going to read that because I'm going to get in trouble for it. Dead Pirate Tattoo. Shout out to my fellow atheist Logic. Hell yeah, Atheist Rock. And E. As always, being a hero. God damn it, why you so good, E. Verum Terra. You go over there and fuck them. We'll stay here and masturbate. That sounds familiar. What is that from? Go up there and fuck them. We'll stay over here and masturbate. I know that's on the tip of my tongue, but will do. Sisyphean Task, $5. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you, Sisyphean Task. All right, I covered all that. Cool. Last chance to get your super chats. Hit the like button, people. About to do some COVID porn. Cause bow chicka wow COVID porn. Saving lives, folks. We're saving lives. Getting lots of messages from people telling me these videos are having an effect. They're getting vaccinated. They're convincing others to get vaccinated. Because you do not want to make my list. Santa COVID. Making a list. Checking it max. Gonna find out who's dead and vaxxed. Santa COVID is coming to town. And gonna start off with this giant, immense piece of shit. Bob Enyart, another one of these conservative radio hosts. They're dying off in fucking droves, folks. And this one was one of the biggest pieces of trash amongst all of them.
Bob Enyart, the self-described right-wing religious fanatic radio host from Colorado who urged a boycott of COVID-19 vaccines, has died of COVID-19. Enyart, one-time head of Colorado Right to Life, made national headlines for mocking AIDS victims' obituaries on his cable TV show. Enyart had called for the death penalty for women who have abortions, and his opposition to COVID-19 vaccines was based on the use of fetal stem cells in their development. Enyart used his radio show to call for a COVID vaccine boycott to, quote, further increase social tension. Enyart's longtime radio co-host told me tonight, quote, I'm sure he'd do the same thing all over again.
Yeah, I'm sure he would. He would give his life in order to harm our society because he's a conservative dipshit who was making tons of money off of it, not caring about the rest of us, and is exactly where the fuck he belongs. Under the earth, worm food, fuck you. I'm glad you're dead, motherfucker. I'm not glad all these people are dead, but you, extremely pleased to hear about your death. And meet Dustin and Tristan Graham, 45, who were popular on YouTube, married, deceased. Let me show you. They decided they weren't going to get the COVID vaccine. They didn't trust it, folks.
You know what?
40.
Whatever the continent.
Let's see. 41 minutes in. Here we go. Let me nail it right there. It's close enough.
So yeah, that's what's going on. I guess we're still under a mask mandate. I don't know. I just wear mine down to here to just whatever.
I just wear mine just on my mouth, incorrectly. I don't even care.
To make people happy. Still haven't gotten the you know what, the in the arm. Still not planning on getting it.
But if you want to, bully for you.
I've got my own passport. It's called my birth certificate.
Bill of Rights.
Birth certificate and the Constitution. That allows me to travel wherever I like.
Yeah, you know what doesn't allow you to travel wherever you want? Death! And you're both dead now. Yeah, how did that work out for you? Not well. This is Windsor, Dusty's daughter. Hey, his name was Dusty. Damn it. Not making Dusty's look good. Psh. Dad went into the ICU and was originally put on a BiPAP. Even running at 100%, he wasn't getting enough oxygen, so they moved him to the ventilator last night. They've been speaking with him about it since Wednesday, but he was pretty adamant that they wait as long as they could. They respected his wishes and tried a more aggressive BiPAP mode, but he continued to decompensate, and he agreed to the event last night. Right now, he is dealing with aggressive COVID pneumonia and blood clot in one of his lungs. Update, Dustin has died now, according to this social media post. And his wife already died. So both of them, Tristan and Dustin, dead, deceased, non-living. But you got your freedom. Hey, cool. Freedom! Meet Nick Bledsoe, 41, young. Automotive business owner in the Outlaws Motorcycle Club who posted, "Me vaccinated? Not me, but I identify as vaccinated persons, so checkmate, bitches. So funny. Both an anti-vax moron and also transphobic to boot. Cool." Who posted, "There's a 99% chance your car will run fine, but we're recommending you service it with an experimental oil that may destroy the engine. Nothing is wrong with your car, but do it anyway so others feel better about servicing their cars." He posted a picture of himself that said, "I don't care if you've had your vaccine." He posted, "Fresh out of lockup, 30 days, no problem. LOL, fuck Joe Biden and his vaccine." Who posted, "Listen to these fucking morons. Now they want to make our kids wear masks to school? Fuck Mark, neighbors, and Oplika School Board." He posted, oh yeah, then he died. He died of COVID. Yeah, then he died a month later. And Hal Bledsoe, as my son passed away, his last words before he was put on a ventilator was, "Daddy, as soon as I get out and I'm able, me and Beth are going to get our shots because he said it was not worth." Okay, let me try it again. He said, "It's not worth taking a chance. As you ask, is there anything I can do for you? If you haven't had your shot, do that for me and my son. And for yourself, just remember, it's not worth it." So yeah, on his deathbed, wanting the shots, regretting all his disbelief, all his anti-vaxxer nonsense. Nick Bledsoe deceased. Meet Denise Truffles Lyonnaise, 68, was in the Villages. You know, that MAGA CHUD Trump retirement home for rich people who shirks all responsibility for COVID and the vaccine. She posted, she's a clown, by the way, if you can't see this. She performs under the name Truffles and entertains gatherings at the Villages. She posted, "Funny how we were raised not to peer pressure into taking experimental drugs, and now we're being peer pressured into taking experimental drugs. Yeah, it's a pandemic." Actually, weren't most people peer pressured into taking experimental drugs? Isn't that why you take experimental drugs usually? Not the opposite way around. Yeah, they're like, "Smoke this, Dusty, smoke this." And I'm like, "I'm not smoking that. And it'll make you feel good." And then I smoked it. Peer pressure. And then she posted, "We need more members of Congress like Jim Jordan, definitely." And then she posted, "Finally found the word I've been searching for, cockwomble," which is a noun she's using to describe Dr. Fauci. She posted, "The most powerful governments on earth can't keep a virus from spreading, but they say they can change the Earth's temperature if you pay more taxes. Yeah. Don't worry about global warming or the vaccine. Why take responsibility for anything?" She posted, "Normal people." It's a bunch of people all covered up, scared of getting COVID. And then conspiracy theorists. Yeah, look how nice and happy they are without their mask. Yeah, you're so happy being dead, aren't you? Look how stupid these people are living. She posted, "The real conspiracy theorists believe that the government cares about them. The media would never mislead or lie to them. And the pharmaceutical industry that makes billions off sickness wants to cure them." I mean, they're making billions off the vaccines, but they also are making billions off you getting sick from COVID. So why are you feeding into Big Pharma? She posted, "There is a queue out there for almost anything. It's called cash." Yeah, if you're rich, you're more likely to get cured, that's for sure. And yeah, heaven is a bit brighter. RIP, clown friend. She dead. Cash didn't work. For completeness, Denise was part of the hilarious retirement community golf cart riot where Biden supporters and Trump supporters clashed over the election of November 8th. Here's Denise at that event, dressed as her alter ego, Trumpy, instead of her normal Truffles. Yeah, look at her dressed as a Trumpy. She's so proud to be in the Trump cult. Denise Lyonnaise of the Village of Charlotte said during Sunday's golf parade to show support for President Trump, "It ain't over till the fat lady sings." Yeah, you're not singing anymore. 'Cause you dead, Truffles. Wonk wonk. Bing bong. Meet Randy Mills, 61, Aiken, South Carolina. Randy passed away August 16th, 2021 of COVID. Here's his beautiful house he bought. He was rich. He posted, I am not vaccinated. I am in the control group of the experimental vaccine. Yeah. He also thought we should be awake. He posted lunchtime thought. What's the difference between a conspiracy theory and a truth? Recently, I'd say it's about 3 to 12 months on average. I've lost count of all the things that have been reported incorrectly by the mainstream media and have since been proven completely wrong. Their reporting is complete opposite of the truth. This isn't just the mainstream media, but the political talking heads that want you to believe whatever fits their narrative, unlike you. Are you awake yet? I thought being woke was bad. You guys need to make up your mind about this shit. He posted this meme. If you're outside today, please remember that sunscreen only works if other people wear theirs too. Ha ha ha. Yeah, because if you don't wear your sunscreen, that can definitely give somebody else skin cancer, right? Isn't that how it works? No. Instead of this meme, laughing my butt off. It's the mentality of the Fauci and the left stream media! 3 times, 4 times. He posted this meme that says, fantastic news. Teenagers have named it Clot Shot. Twitter is alive and the young folk are saying no. To which he responded, I have a newfound hope for our youth. Cheers, Utes. Yay. Plague rats. Then, of course, he contracted COVID and he said, COVID prayer request. Yeah, pray for me because it did so well up to now. Last Friday, I was diagnosed with a very strong variant of COVID. I wonder how that happened. It's a mystery. I'm not going into detail at this time, but I will at some point. So I won't be taking phone calls, private messages, text, or until things get back to normal. Pray harder than you've ever prayed before. Dead 5 days later. We all prayed. Jesus answered, and he said, middle finger to you, Randy. See you soon, buddy. Meet Amanda Fowler, 39. Amanda died on August 29, 2021. She leaves behind 5 children. She was the breadwinner for her entire family. They desperately needed her to live, but instead of living, she posted, I have studied the Bible a lot in my life, and it really does always come down to this. I have been hearing about the second coming of Christ and the events unfolding since I was a kid. Me too. The mark of the beast, microchips, no cash, just plastic, martial law. Isn't martial law a good thing according to you guys now? You guys are trying to make martial law happen. Total government dependency, control. When we are raising a family, working long hours, some 2 jobs, lots of things go unnoticed or just get ignored. No one can comprehend how bad it will be till it is. We have never been told to stay home, quit work, and rely on the government. We are seeing a lot of firsts since January. Can our minds and bodies handle what's coming? Not without God. Wow, the devil is preparing people for the Antichrist. God is preparing people for his coming. Yeah, God prepared for your coming, okay? You're right there with him, I guess. And I know that I won't be left behind when that Trump sounds. No, you won't be left behind. You're not here anymore. She posted this meme. It's the Earth being given a shot by a doctor. And it says, it's free because we want to save lives. And the Earth says, why is cancer treatment not free? Exactly. This is not the gotcha you guys think it is. It should be free. We want universal health care. It's you dumbasses who are voting against it. Voting for people like Trump. Voting for conservatives. People who will never let it pass. So ask yourself that question. It's not a gotcha to us. And she commented on this meme. How motherfucking real can you get? Why is insulin not free? Because of capitalism. Why is demo not free? Because of capitalism. Why is it that if you can't pay when you're sick, you don't get meds, but they got to COVID you because most illnesses don't spread from person to person and we have to end this pandemic, or else the capitalistic system that we're all addicted to, that America's definitely addicted to, cannot continue. It's all about capitalism, sweetheart. Fuck you, America. China, what the fuck ever thought this shit was legit? She thought it was a myth. She posted COVID positive. I never thought I would actually get it. Yeah, no one does. Thought it was a myth, a way of genocide in America. Still think so. So many people have died from this illness that I have now contracted. I can't breathe. My head hurts. My body aches. My abdomen is in excruciating pain. And my temp rises and falls like the waves in the ocean. I can't taste anything nor smell. The world is bland. Knowing you have a CDC disease is devastating. I don't get to attend my graduation. I worked so hard for a year to achieve. Well, you should have taken the vaccination. They made it free and easy to get. And you chose. But at least you have your freedom. Oh, you're dead? You don't have any freedom anymore? Okay, well, sucks for you. I feel like an outcast from my schoolmates and work this last 2 weeks we have because you're a plague rat. You are an outcast. I have no way to work to pay my bills and to get my family food. Not knowing how this will end. Devastated isn't even close to explaining the way I feel. It's almost like you should have taken it fucking seriously. But you didn't, and now your kids are motherless. Sad. Meet Larry Mannon, 73, Harrison, Arkansas, who posted, "It's not a conspiracy theory to believe that the immune system is capable of doing the job it was designed to do." Said a guy whose immune system did not do the job it was designed to do. He posted this picture of horse paste, ivermectin. If you get sick, 1 cc per 100 for 2 mornings on an empty stomach, yeah. All you have to do is take ivermectin. It definitely works, says a guy who it didn't work for and died. Then Angie Brown posted, "Please say a prayer for my dad. He is in an ICU with COVID pneumonia and needs your prayers. We are praying that Jesus restores him fully." Yeah, Jesus answered. He said, nah. "And that there is rapid improvement in his lungs." Didn't happen. "Also, we are praying that the presence of the Lord is all around him and that he stays strong. Please join us because no one is able to be with him right now." He died all alone. Terrified. Almost like your prayers didn't do shit at all. If you know him, please text him. And yeah, he did. Died 5 days later. Obituary. Let's take a look at his obituary. Larry Monroe Mannon, 1948 to 2021. Dead. That's a shame. Meet Lisa Sowards, 56, Hickory, North Carolina, who posted, "Good thing this coronavirus didn't come around when we were kids. Our parents would have made us go play with the neighbor's kids to catch it. And go ahead and get this." That's bad English. Let me try it again in the correct English. "And go ahead and get it." No. "And go ahead and get this shit over with." All right. That's the way it should be pronounced. "Remember chickenpox?" Yeah, chickenpox wasn't nearly as deadly in any way as COVID-19. "It's just like chickenpox, yo." And then she posted, "If your neighbors told you he believes we should depopulate the neighborhood, will you trust the lemonade he was selling at the lemonade stand the next day?" Yeah, he's talking about Bill Gates. Doesn't Bill Gates want to kill us all? Sure. She posted, "Fauci's emails published. Well. She posted, "Joe Biden makes a dire threat. Get vaccinated or pay the price. A vaccine's bad." Then she got sick and posted, "Prayer warriors, I need your prayers this morning. I started running a fever in the night. Not been sick like this in a long time. I wonder what you could have possibly have gotten. And I wonder how you could have possibly gotten it. It's a mystery." And then, it's turned into an upper respiratory infection. Still running a fever. My chest feels like I've been hit with a Mack truck. Prayers needed. Oh, they prayed so hard. And on the 12th, she's also looking for a homemade recipe. She's desperate and scared. Posting about hydroxychloroquine. And she's sick. And she still takes the time to show how pissed off she is at Dr. Fauci. She got COVID. She died from it. She's still posting Dr. Fauci memes. Doctor exposes Fauci. Premeditated murder with multiple cocktails for treatment since day one, she says. And she doesn't want anyone knocking on her door with those vaccines. She posted, "Do not knock on this door asking about the vaccines. Get off my property." And then she posted a video of a nutcase calling out vaccines as part of some kind of a battle with the soul. And things are going downhill fast. Then she posted, "Okay, I gave in and I'm in urgent care now. I am so sick. Now my mom and daughter are getting sick. Prayers needed." Yeah, you plague rat. You got your whole family sick. Even if they survive, lasting effects. No telling how long they're going to have it or how it's going to affect their lives in the future. Then she posted, I'm back in the hospital. My breathing level in the 80s. I can't breathe. Now my mom and daughter are here, checked in too. Yeah, you're going to kill your whole family, dummy. Please pray for us. An update for those that have been asking. I had pneumonia. They say from COVID, but everything gets listed as COVID these days. You got COVID. Just accept it. July 19th, she's going to ICU. Being moved to ICU. Being put on a ventilator. Prayers, prayers, prayers. And then, update, Lisa Wright Sowers, the doctors came in and gave me the there's no hope speech. I said, okay. So when she walks up out of this hospital, you will then admit that this was a miracle that only God could do. They said, yes, that's the only way she's walking out of here is by a miracle. I said, okay, perfect. You are also now testifying about her miracle and the power of our God too. I can't think of a better atmosphere to watch a miracle be breathed forth. Yep, dead. Nana Donna Wright finally gets to come home Tuesday. She has been in ICU hospital and rehabilitation for almost 2 months. And yep, let me show you her obituary. Obituary, Lisa Cherry Wright Sowers. 1964 to 2021. Deceased. No miracle. No God. Prayer doesn't work. Dead. Because she was a fucking idiot that believed these memes. No telling how many people she hurt with her stupidity. But at least she's been cured of her ignorance now. Death is the ultimate cure for that shit. Meet Mike Lowe, 38. Super young. San Diego firefighter. According to a lot of stories, but I'll post this one, Michael and his wife thought that COVID was just a political game. Let's check out the story. Anti-vaxxer.
It's never going to happen to us.
Let's just watch the video, sure. Here's his wife begging everybody to get vaccinated because they were too stupid to do it, and she lost her husband.
But it's never going to happen to us. It can't happen to us. We're young, we're healthy, and then it does happen to you. And then you start playing the regret game.
A game this grieving young widow hopes that no one else will have to play. Christina Lowe lost the love of her life and father to her children to COVID less than a week ago, a death she now believes could have possibly been prevented. Good evening. Welcome in on this Friday. I'm Mark Mullen.
I'm Monica Dean, in for Catherine Garcia. Lowe and her husband were both adamantly against the COVID vaccine. That is, until he lay dying in a hospital bed at just 38 years old.
While she can't bring him back, Lowe tells NBC7's Alexis Rivas she wants their story to change minds and hopefully save lives.
Well, hopefully, if you're watching this video, bing bong, better get fucking vaccinated. Don't be like these people. Meet Richard Linderman, 50, Tri-Cities, Washington. I'm gonna skip that one. Meet Donald P. Tice. Oh my God, look at this one. He's owning the libs with his Trump tattoo on his hand. I guess he wants to masturbate with Trump. This is what a cult member this guy is. Donald posted, I have a plan. Inject me with the coronavirus. If I die, then all of your paranoid bullshit is legit. If I don't die, then you all are fucking deceived political pawns. Bring it! Alaska as one, America is one, yeah! Owning the libs. I'm so owned. I can't believe how much he owned me and proved he was right. What's that? He's dead? He didn't prove shit? He's a fucking moron? He's in the ground? Yeah, that's what I thought. I haven't really stopped crying since I found out you were gone last night, Donald P. Tice. This makes no sense. Oh, it makes total sense. Nothing has ever made more sense. COVID killed your lungs. I can't process it. I wore my Brewing Midtown shirt, raincoat in honor of you. Yep, well, you should have had him vaccinated in honor of him. He'd still be alive, but at least that stupid-ass tattoo is decaying now. Worms are feasting on Trump. Always good. Meet Kenneth and Kay Foote, 73 and 66. Both dead. First, let's establish why they weren't vaccinated. They posted, No thanks, I'm not your experiment, to a meme pushing away a vaccination needle. And he posted, oh, hell, I'm just going to say it. It's my belief and opinion that COVID-19 was planned to take down Trump economy and force a new trade deal. China had motives, liberals had motives, the DS, NWO had motives. They'll lie, cheat, steal, and kill to accomplish their goals. He posted, I know that a lot of prayers are being said on my wife's behalf, I guess after his wife got COVID. And those of us that are true believers know that they will work. Yeah, didn't they work? They totally worked. Problem is that she's afraid and confused right now. Yeah, that's horrible. You influenced her probably not to get vaccinated, and now she's terrified of death, laying on her deathbed. And you still are out there with your delusions, pretending that prayer is going to heal her. You got her killed, motherfucker. I wish I could scream at you, but I can't because you got yourself killed too. 2 birds with 1 dummy. So please pray for peace in her mind. And if you can, then he posted, God bless all my family and friends for their continuing prayers. Without my God's amazing grace, where would Kay and myself be? Exactly where you are, in the fucking ground, dead as shit. Then he posted, my Lord, please hear my prayer. Please lay your hands on my wife's body tonight. She needs you so very much right now. A turn for the worst. Please, God help her. God answered. Said, go to hell, motherfuckers. God specifically said, I sent you a vaccine. I made it free and easy to get. You turned your back on me. Now die. Then he posted, I know I've been a butt writer. I will try harder, please. Is that butt writer? Bertrader? I don't know what that word's supposed to be. Bear with me. Take care of mom and her dogs. They care very Take care of mom and her dogs. They are very special to her. Eric and Jack may well take care of the junk in the shop. Good. Okay, whittle this. Apparently not doing so good on the ventilator. Can't really type. Then he posted, I am trying very hard. Please help me. Please, please, please take care of my puppy. Desperate for somebody to take care of his animals at least. Because he knows he's fucking dead. His prayers are not being answered. Then, to all my friends and family, I do truly love you all. If at any time in the past I have hurt your feelings, I do truly apologize. I told my wife to hold on to the end. I don't think I'm not gonna make it. So please hold her hand and help her through. She is a good woman that I love dearly, Kay, and I agreed to no ventilator, but it will probably happen. We will try options. Eric will get with Jack, May, and deal with all my junk, especially the little car. Then he posted, my dear sister Nona and Randy, I am so sorry for the strife on our life. I do truly love you. Please forgive me. Knowing he's going to die, trying to make amends at the end. To all my friends and family, please don't be an idiot like me. Go get the vaccine, he said. This is harder than you could ever imagine. Please go get your vaccine. This is not critical care. That is dried blood around my mouth. They looked at it and said that most likely dried and then walked away. That was yesterday. Still there. I need help. Terrified. He's terrified of the hospital. His last post was, give my wife some water. Now. Now. And that was it. He died. She shortly died after. People are fucking dying from these goddamn Facebook memes. Folks, you don't want to make the list. Don't make me use you as an example because it's fucking horrible. Meet Jason Weiss, 41 of Montgomery, Alabama. According to this story, Jason Weiss, an Alabama state trooper, died of COVID-19. He posted, the world's smallest single chip system sits on the tip of a hypodermic needle. Think about it, huh? Like, why the fuck would they need to have a pandemic in order to go give you a microchip in a vaccine? Why would they not just put it in your food supply or something if they're really going to do this? If they wanted to put that chip in your body, they could easily do it a lot simpler ways than a global pandemic and vaccines. Then he posted human traffic. Well, this has been posted by all the chuds post this one all the time, so I'm going to skip that one. Then he posted, San Francisco hospital report hundreds of COVID-19 infection among vaccinated staff. That's not surprising at all. They're around sick people all the time. Yep, dead. According to news sources, just Google it. COVID was the leading cause of death among active duty officers in 2020 and 2021. Now you're just another statistic. Should have got vaxxed. Jason Weiss, 41. Meet Jane Treadwell Houston, 56. Helena, Alabama, was a nurse practitioner and an anti-vaxxer. Dead of COVID. She posted, the thing nobody is talking about, natural immunity. What about the tens of millions in this country that were naturally exposed and have antibodies? What about the T-cell immunity that demonstrates long-lasting protections? Didn't help you. She posted, hey, fact checkers, partly false is also mostly true. Then she posted, the federal government sending volunteer community organization members door to door should alarm every person in this country. Yep, here's her obituary. Dr. Cynthia Jane Treadwell Holston passed away Friday, September 3rd. Dead. Died of COVID. So that's the last one we do for tonight, folks. We still have so many. I hope those of you out there who are not vaccinated are listening. And I hope those of you with relatives and loved ones who refuse to get vaccinated, who are still sharing this bullshit on Facebook, send them these videos. They are very effective. They are working. I'm getting lots of messages from people getting their loved ones vaccinated. We are saving lives. This shit is serious. Please do not be laying on your deathbed begging your family to do what you refuse to do for yourself. Don't die of stupid ass memes, folks. I know that you're our political enemies. You're on the other side of it. We disagree with you, but I still love you. You're my fellow human beings, and I don't want you to die. So that's it, folks. Get vaccinated. We lost a moron. They're only mostly Princess Bride meme. I get that one. I ain't fully vaccinated. Die, idiots, die. That's mean. I mean, it is bad, though, that they are killing other people with their stupidity. But Dusty saving lives with these long lists of stupid people. Hopefully I'll save a few lives. Hopefully people will listen. Get that booster too when the time comes. Hell yeah, I'm gonna get the booster. I'll take all the fucking booster vaccines. They ought to make a big super vaccine for everything and just give it us one big shot at a time. Load me up. Works for me. And folks, that's my show. Gonna do the kitty party, so stay tuned. We're already into 35 minutes overtime. Buddy Cooper became a Dust Buddy. Welcome to the Cool Kids. Buddy Cooper. Dusty Smith, thank you. Hey, thank you for supporting the show, Jason. James Magnum, Tony Perkins is embarrassing. Global warming is caused by mechanisms that have been well understood since the advent of quantum mechanics. But he's like, maybe God is punishing us. Send me money. Yep, all agreed. He knows he'll be dead in a few years. So who cares about the children? Who cares about the future? As long as he makes a buck right now. HK, 20 pounds. Lay your hands on my swollen gonads, Dusty. Heal me. You are healed, HK. Beast Nation. Best music for a COVID porn section is Undertaker's Rest in Peace theme. All right, I'll check that out. RB Empathy, $5. Thank you, RB. Randall Gallagher, Occupy Wyoming, steal their senators and electoral votes. Done. Bing bong. My new favorite phrase. Bing bong. Danny Nardick. All right, that's everything. Iran is literally run by men who think they are prophets. It scares the hell out of me when U.S. politicians speak this way. Yep. They're lusting after what Iran and Iraq and Saudi Arabia are. That's what conservatism is all about. Those are the most conservative places on earth. This is where they want to push us. Fever 0101. Dusty, my cat keeps peeing on her food tray. What can I do? I don't know. Dumbass cat. She has 2 litter boxes and everything, but keeps peeing near her food. I don't have any solutions to that. Spray her with a water bottle when you see her doing it. That's the only thing I got. All right, folks, hit the like button. Least you can fucking do. Help me out. We're going to do a kitty party. Everybody loves the kitty party. Let's go full screen. Let's go full screen for the kitty party. Cause this is the greatest show. Put that over there. Boom. Try not to knock everything over. All right, cats. It's your time to shine. 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 Here we go. They know what's up. You guys know what's up. You know it's time for the kitty party. To the kitty party. The kitty party with my white ass legs. There we go. Everybody come get it. Come get it. Come get your kitty juice. Come get your kitty juice. Delicious kitty juice. Come on, Miss Cece. Come on, Fat Tom. Come and get it while you can, babies. Got pretty boy right here. Miss Cece over here. Half stash. Half stash right here. Nope. God damn it. Hard to point where you're looking at the camera. And Miss Misty over here. What's up? Let's go. Everybody, we only got 4. Come on, Katana. Get up here. Where's the rest of them at? Baby Yoda, come on down here. Come on. Come on, Baby Yoda. Come on. Come and get. Come on. You're missing it. There's Fat Tana. Fat Tana. Look how big she is. Fat Tana, so fat. Come on, Baby Yoda. You want some? Like I ain't falling for that one. Come on. Come on. You better come get it. Come on. Look, you're missing out. You're missing out, Baby Yoda. You better hurry up. Just knocked out my shit over. It's okay. And she just ran out of the room. All right. Well, that was the opposite of what I want you to do. Cats are assholes. Knock my shit over and then come over here. Whatever, cat. Whatever. Fine. All right. Everything falling down. Everything falling down. All right. Kitty party, hell yeah! We did it! Another successful, amazing show! Thanks, back up. There we go. Cool, cool, cool! That's my time, folks! Thank you for joining me tonight. As always, please consider supporting me on patreon.com/podcast. There's a link in the description of the video. $1 a month, whatever you can afford, it all adds up. Please, if you watch my free content and you enjoy it, support the show so I can continue to do this, because I do a good job working hard for you guys. Love the shit out of you guys. I'll be back Monday for a brand new show. Got plenty of COVID porn to cover. You guys have a good weekend. Do something fun and think of me. Stay safe out there. Be good to each other. And as always, till next time, Logic. Fuck yes. Good night, everybody. And gonna play us out with a little wobble wobble. Wobble wobble. Later, folks. Thank you, Cal Rap.